Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball.
And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Happy Saturday night, everybody, as we are tied up 1-1 in the series. The Boston Celtics tonight looking to bounce back as they took a major L in Game 2 on Thursday night. The Cavs are able to even up the series 118-94, the final score on Thursday. And the Celtics have yet to lose games and back-to-back action so far in these playoffs. They have yet to go on a losing streak in these playoffs, while the Cavs have also won every single home game that they played so far, 4-0 on their home floor against the Magic in the first round series. The Cavs will play their first home game here, the second round tonight against the Celtics, and Boston is also undefeated on the road. They went 2-0 in the playoffs so far against Miami, so something's going to have to give for this one. And the Celtics gave the Cavs a bunch of hope after the last game, and Boston steamrolled them in game number 1, but played their worst performance all during the season in that Game 2 matchup. They trailed this May by 29 points. That was just a despicable act by the Boston Celtics. A major big UF grade performance in the last game, and looking for a bounce back performance tonight by the Celtics. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well for this one here. And hope everything is going well. Happy weekend, everybody, and happy Saturday night. Should be a good one on stage tonight here. Jason Tatum missing in action in these playoffs. He is averaging under 22 points per game in the entire playoffs for Tatum, and he's going to go. He's going to prove it, and he needs to start proving that he is a top 10 player in the league, already chosen to represent USA in the Olympics this summer for Jason Tatum. Didn't even need to go through the tryouts. He was already one of the top players already listed and chosen on the Team USA Olympic squad, and you got to start proving it to us tonight, Mr. JT, because Mr. Jason Tatum just really struggling with efficiency in these playoff series. It has been a rough go-around for Tatum. He is shooting 39% from the floor in the first 2 games of this series, only averaging 21.5 points per game. He scored 25 in the last game, which led the team for Boston. But the crazy thing about it is for Tatum is that the best 2 scoring games that he's had in the playoffs have both resulted in losses. 28 points in Game 2 against the Heat, 25 points in Game 2 against the Cavs, and it looks like it's just been a major issue for Game 2s for Boston, that after they destroy their opponents in the first game, it seems like they don't even prep or anything for Game 2, and they just go in just not even like having a game plan or anything in order for Boston, for them. And I'd say their biggest inconsistency that's frustrating for them would be too many three-point shots. For the Celtics, is that it's just way too predictable when they go into the three-point game and you're jacking up like 50, 55, 60 threes per game for Boston. All you have to do is just lock down the perimeter. And the last game, once again, the issue that they've lost games has been through their perimeter defense. Their defense has been excellent in 5 out of the 7 games, and those 5 games have resulted in victories. But the games that they've had breakdowns defensively, the 2 ones that they've got beat by double digits in this playoffs. So this Celtics team just so dominant in 5 games, super frustrating to watch in 2 games, and that's how the first 7 games has gone in the playoffs so far. Just the lack of physicality, lack of hustle in the last game is just frustrating. They were minus 13 in the glass in Game 2 on Thursday, 44-31. These guys just had like a lack of fight, lack of competitiveness. And the unfortunate part about it is if you're a Celtics ticket holder that's got tickets for these games, like you honestly don't know what's going to happen. The crazy stat about this is dating back to 2021. Boston is 15-15 in home playoff games at the TD Garden since 2021. And it's just crazy. Like I talked about it yesterday in the live stream. I'm pretty sure the last time that the Celtics have been a consistent home team winning all their home games in the NBA playoffs, you have to go all the way back to 2019 when they had Kyrie on their team and Jason Tatum was the number 2 option behind Kyrie. That's when they swept the Pacers in 4 games in the 2019 first round. That's the last time that the Celtics, I believe, won every single game that was a home game in the playoffs. Now, they swept Philadelphia in the Disney bubble for the Celtics, but that took place in Disney, so you have to go all the way back like 5 years over the date that Boston played a consistent series, winning all their games on their home floor, and they gave the Cavs all the signs of hope that Cleveland wanted, that Cleveland now has hope that they can beat this team because they've already beaten them once, and we'll see what happens tonight here in this game. Celtics only lost 4 times this season that they lost 2 games in a row. They never went on a 3-game losing streak. They went on their longest losing streak was 2 straight. They went on a 2 straight game losing streak 4 times this season for Boston. They haven't done it in a month span for the Celtics. What's good, everybody? Angel, Warren, Robert, Bradley, Barco, welcome to the memberships here. Let's get that member hype for Barco on the stream. George, the Bears, welcome in. Charlisa, Mario, Arcel, FN on the channel. Welcome in, everybody, tonight. Greg, glad to have you guys back in here. Just scrolling up here on all the people we got so far pouring in. We're going to tip off, I believe, in around 8 minutes approximately for so. We will tip off into this game and just... yeah, they get that stat right now. Since the 2022 playoffs at home, the Celtics are 14-14. On the road, they're 16-7 for Boston. That's just crazy. Like, I thought by now that they'd learn from last year. Like, seems like it's a Game 2 issue that they don't even do any prep work in between Game 1 and Game 2 because they think they have Game 2 handed to them based on how they just are so dominant in Game 1s for them. And Game 2 really comes back to bite them. And, I mean, you look around the league, Minnesota, what they did to Denver, not counting yesterday, but the first 2 games in the series, I mean, that sent a message to the entire NBA. And then Denver yesterday sent a message right back to Minnesota that we're not going down without a fight. So we got some really other good series going on. Nobody's going to get swept in any series here in the conference semifinals. Dallas is up 2-1. Dallas won this afternoon over Oklahoma City, 105-101. So Dallas goes up 2-1 against OKC. Yesterday, the Pacers took a game against the Knicks. That was an incredible finish. Andrew Nembhard, he was stone cold the entire game, sunk down the game-winning 3 to lead by 3, and then Neesmith iced the game with 2 made free throws at the line, and those two guys really struggled last night, but in the final 15 seconds, they came in clutch in a big way. For Jason Tatum tonight, it starts here for Tatum. Mr. USA Basketball Olympian, you got to show up for this game for Tatum because it's been super lackluster, a ton of iso ball shots, just poor shot selection all over the place by Tatum right now, and that needs to change. He's playing his best defense I've seen him play in his career for Tatum right now in this playoffs. His defense is ridiculous, just out of this world how he's playing, but offensively, this is like the worst shot selection that I've seen Tatum in a long time, like going back to like a 3-year span when they were a 7 seed in the NBA playoffs in 2021 when they lost in 5 against Brooklyn. This shot selection is not good right now for Tatum. Yeah, Bradley's looking for another big game out of his man Spider Mitchell for this one today. Yeah, so Donovan Mitchell, the interesting thing about it is that he's got ties to New Hampshire. So my family, we have a summer place up in the Lakes region of New Hampshire. It's like 20 minutes away from Brewster Academy, and that's where Donovan Mitchell played high school basketball, was Brewster Academy. That's been like a breeding ground lately for like the last decade for like NBA stars or like high caliber 5-star talent to go to play college basketball. It's come out of Brewster Academy up in Wolfboro, New Hampshire, right in the center of downtown Wolfboro on Lake Winnipesaukee. Uncle Pizzle, welcome back to the stream, man. He's got a party, it looks like, for his neighbors that he went to at 1:34 in the morning right now as he's back into the chat right now. Valentin on the stream, welcome in. Luis, glad to have you back in from Ontario. Jeffrey, welcome in. Good win for the Red Sox today, man. That's awesome. And Mario's got some good stuff for dinner right now. Good to hear. And always a good Saturday. Nice Saturday outside today. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. Where I was, it was like upper 50s. I think it was like 58, 59, 60 around that ballpark range for me today. Yeah, we'll see if we have to break out the Big U for Boston. We haven't really been able to do so in games 1, 3, 4, and 5. But game 2, major Big U in the last one. Gotta be able to bounce back if you're Boston. Now I'm looking directly at Jason Tatum, like him in particular, because you're not going to, we don't expect Derek White to knock down like 5, 6 threes every single game. That's really tough to sustain for Derek White. But Jason Tatum, you got to start right now, and you got to get going because this has not been good. He's not even been close to 30 in this playoff series right now. He's been crawling in his shell. His best scoring has been 28 for Tatum in Game 2 against Miami. Crazy part about it is the 28-point game, his highest scoring total, in the 25-point game. Those are his 2 highest scoring totals. Game 2 against Miami with 28. Game 2 against Cleveland on Thursday with 25. Both of them resulted in losses in those 2 games. He's had some really tough games for Tatum. First game in the series, he had just 18 points on 7 for 19 shooting. Last game, he was 7 for 17 shooting. He's only combining to shoot 2 for 10 from 3-point range so far in this series for Tatum. And in the last series, he shot just 29% from 3, 42% from the floor for Tatum. So some really just difficult games for him. And having a lot of issues against playoff defensive basketball when the physicality ramps up, everything gets a lot more intense, everything gets a lot more tighter, and it's just been a struggle right now for Tatum to get going, and you gotta start to become him. If you're JT, you can't be cracking under pressure. This is where the NBA playoffs, where heroes and legends lie. You got Luka leading his team to a 2-1 series lead for Dallas over OKC. Every single night, the analysts talk about the great players in the NBA during the playoffs that show up. Players like Luka, Anthony Edwards, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, Jalen Brunson been big time in these playoffs. Tyrese Halliburton, Dante DiVincenzo. He's been awesome lately for the Knicks. And those are the names that we're talking about. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But I mean, where in the world has Jason Tatum been? Get the best record in the NBA for the Celtics, and you gotta get going for Tatum right now. It's been almost a month since the playoffs started. It's been around 20 days approximately since the playoffs have started, and Jason Tatum is averaging just 21 points per game approximately in these playoffs, and you got to start tonight. You got to show up, and you got to finally have a 30-plus point game tonight if you're Tatum. Give it to us for a 30-plus point night for JT. Celtics come in 7.5-point favorites in the line for this matchup here. Renjeff, welcome in. Thanks for joining in here, man. Alexander on the street, welcome on board. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this game tonight, Celtics or Cavs, as the series is even at 1 apiece. Cavs going to white jerseys tonight with maroon numbers, maroon letters for this matchup. Starting 5 for the Celtics. Celtics with their green uniforms, white numbers, white letters. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford, the starting 5 for the Celtics, going up against Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, Isaac Okoro, and Evan Mobley, the starting 5 for Cleveland. Yes, I plan on doing Game 5 on Wednesday. Yeah, I should be good for the whole week for the weekdays next week. So I should be good for an entire playoffs every single day besides next Saturday. I believe it's the 18th. The 18th is when my girlfriend has her master's graduation. So I'll be out next Saturday, May 18th. My girlfriend recently graduated and got her master's degree. So I'm going to see her graduation next Saturday. Here we go. About to get to the opening tip. Porzingis is still out. We don't have any timetable yet when he'll be back, but probably either the conference finals if they advance to it or the NBA finals if they advance to it. So Porzingis is still out. And yep, Jared Allen still out. Players listed out for Cleveland: Jared Allen, Ty Jerome, and Craig Porters. We are underway. Cleveland controls the opening tip. Right to left on the floor for the Cavs. Cleveland is 4-0 in their home floor in the playoffs so far, winning all 4 home games against Orlando, including that Game 7 here at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Here's a 3 at the left wing, missed off the rim, short, no good by Strus. Horford collects the defensive rebound. Celtics perfect through 2 road games, 2-0 at Miami in the first round of the playoffs. Holiday sends it out to the right corner. Derek White, baseline dribble, bounce pass underneath Drew, passes out on top. Here's a 3, top of the key. Horford, no good, bricked off the back rim, and Strus collects the defensive rebound. Second possession now for Cleveland. Garland drives, kick out to the corner. Okoro with a 3 off the rim, no good. Celtics got lucky. Wide open 3 by Isaac Okoro as Al Horford closed out late. Holiday at the left wing. Almost a big U right there as that pass by Brown almost sailed out of bounds, but deflected it off one hand to keep it alive. Inside the court by Drew. Horford backs his way on Mitchell. Size advantage Al Horford. Horford got a poke loose, got a back. Moves it out to the corner. Up fake. Holiday shot clock's down to 3. Got to realize he takes the step back 3. Drew. No good. Skidded off the front rim. The rebound secured by Strus. 2 quick defensive boards by Max Strus. First minute in action so far. Sends it on top into the hands to Mitchell. Mitchell's guarded by Horford around the perimeter. Mitchell crossover. Takes the 3 over Horford. Mitchell connects on it. Donovan Mitchell, first one on the board tonight for the Cavs. 3-zip Cleveland. Minute and a half in the game so far. That's a mismatch there as Mitchell got a big man around the perimeter guarded by Horford and got him to bite off the crossover. Tatum lobs it down low. Skip pass Holiday out to the corner. Horford with a 3. Bricked off the back rim 0 for 2 so far. Offensive rebound Holiday. Holiday at the low block. White open. Holiday looking to do it himself. Left-handed hook over Evan Mobley. And he scores up and through inside the key. It's good for 2 by Drew. 1-point game right now. Mitchell at the top. Mitchell open off the screen. Takes the 3. Makes the 3 from downtown. And Joe Mazzulla's defense once again playing under the screen. Bad idea. Donovan Mitchell with all 6 so far. Here's a 3. Tatum down the middle. Connects on it. Splash by JT. Gotta see that a lot tonight, hopefully, from Jason Tatum. 9:40 left to go in the first. Handoff deflected. Intercepted by White with a steal. White pass ahead. 3-on-2 up the floor off the Jaylen Brown. Attacks the rim. Jaylen no good. Missed the layup. Out of bounds. Last touch out of bounds by Boston. So Jaylen couldn't finish, and Al Horford had it slip in and out of his hands. Horford out to a slow start so far. Got burned defensively in the first 3 made by Mitchell, and then has missed 2 threes from the corner so far. So a slow start for Horford. Mitchell again jacks up a 3 over Horford. That time he missed. Mobley tried to save it. He was out of bounds with it, though. Goes out off of Mobley at the baseline. Michael on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in here from the Philippines. Kurt on the channel, welcome on board. Holiday, wide open, scores the layup. Cavs defense cannot get reset back defensively. Celtics with a 1-point advantage. Top of the key, Garland dribbles up towards the right baseline now. Circles around. Bounce pass off to Strus. Strus at the free throw circle. Moves it out to Okoro. Okoro with a step pass White. Okoro dump off down low. Mobley with a two-handed flush. No rim protection right there by the Boston Celtics defense, led by head coach Joe Mazzulla. 8:45 left to go in the first. Tatum, top of the key, takes the three, makes the three, baby, from downtown for JT. Bang, bang. Money. Jason Tatum showing up, finding his stroke. 2 for 2 from the perimeter, 6 points by Tatum in the first 2.5 minutes. Top of the key, Garland. Garland's defended by Brown, 101. The screen set by Mobley. Garland dribbles up free throw circle. Garland drives out to Horford. Pass off the roll down mismatch underneath it is good for 2 by Evan Mobley. Count the bucket in the foul. A mismatch inside the key as Drew Holiday had to switch late. As Garland was able to drive. Horford's playing drop coverage. And that allowed Mobley to slip to the cup over the smaller Holiday. Scored a bucket. Holiday picks up the shooting foul and an and one here by Mobley. Free throw is good. A 1-point advantage here for the Cavs. 11-10 right now. A couple gaffes defensively for Boston. Got to start to make their adjustments. Horford looking out of place so far in this game defensively. White has it at the edge of the midcourt logo for Boston. White's defended by Garland. Lobs it off to Holiday. Top of the key. Drew Holiday defended by Mitchell. Slides it off to Tatum. Tatum dribbles up to the right wing. Tatum's working on Mitchell. For the shot clock. Crossover. Tatum dribbles inside. Attacks inside the paint. Tatum with a right hand. He scores. Up and off the backboard. It's good for 2, baby, by Jason Tatum. That's the Jason Tatum I know right here, right now. 8 points by Tatum in the first 4 minutes plus. Kicks to the quarter. Okoro baseline dribble. Okoro stepped out of bounds with it. It's a turnover committed by the Cavs. 8 out of the 10 so far by Jason Tatum for Boston. Tatum, instead of jacking up a contested 3 over Mitchell at the wing, instead, he attacks inside the paint, scored off the Euro step. That's the Tatum that we know that's progressed this game. Tatum at the right wing. Tatum up fake. Lobs it down low. White soars out. White at the rim. Couldn't finish off the back rim. A rebound secured here by Mobley. Mobley takes up the floor. Mobley's guarded by Horford, 101. Backs his way. Inside the key. Mobley sends it on top over to Mitchell. Mitchell at the right wing. 12 on the shot clock. Mitchell accelerates inside. Working on Horford. No good. Flung it up over the cylinder as he went down. No call by the referees. Celtics came down with the basketball. Holiday poke loose. Up in the air. And Strus reaches in as the clock will stop at 7:06. So Max Strus gets called on the reach and fall. The physicality right out of the gate's been tremendous between these two teams so far. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell, and make sure to hit us up in the chat. Type in who you guys want to win this game tonight. Celtics or Cavs. Brown gets the inbound. Jaylen Brown, look at the score first time tonight. Bounce pass off to the top of the key. Derek White takes a 3, missed off the rim, no good. A wide open 3 and a rebound. Gets controlled by Okoro. Garland at the top. Garland over Brown with a 3. Came off the rim short. Great contest there by Jaylen Brown. Tatum looks to run with it here. Tatum gonna slow it down. Defended by Okoro at the left wing. Tatum 1-on-1. Step back 3 in the air. Jason Tatum no good. That's not your shot there. Skidded off the rim. Tatum's down. They got numbers here up the floor. 5 and 4 to Cavs. Out of control with a pass that sailed off the fingertips of Okoro. It's out of bounds. Turnover committed by Cleveland. And we're going to take the first time out tonight on the floor. 6:32 left to go in the first quarter of action as we get a back and forth start to begin Game 3 here. What a start right now. Jason Tatum finally showing up, averaging just over 21 points per game in this playoffs, which is unacceptable through the first 7 games. He averaged around 27 this season for your superstar player and just put his head in his shell throughout the first 7 games of this playoffs. But tonight, responding back, bouncing back in a big way for JT. 8 out of the 12 points, making 2 threes for Tatum right out of the gate. He's 3 for 4 shooting. 4 points by Drew Holiday. Evan Mobley, he's got 5 out of the 11 so far for Cleveland. What's good, Victor in the street? Welcome in. Joker on the channel. Cezanne, welcome on board. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Happy birthday upcoming to Jeffrey there. So May 15th. Yeah, I should be live on Wednesday for Game 5 on May 15th. Something's going to have to give tonight in this game. Celtics undefeated so far at 2-0 on the road against Miami in the first round. The Cavs 4-0 on their home floor. Boston hasn't lost back-to-back games in around a month or so for them in the late stretch of the regular season. They only lost 2 straight games in a row 4 times this entire season. Their longest losing streak was 2 games in a row on 4 separate occasions this year. Hey, thanks so much, Ren Jeff. Appreciate it, man. This game's got a lot of just fluid. It's been fluid so far. It's got a really good pace to begin this game. Brian, welcome in. Luis in the channel. Welcome back in here, man, from Canada. Good start here so far. 12-11. I have to say the physicality is really ramped up. Horford's having a disappointing start, but we still got the entire game left to go. We'll see if they're able to make their adjustments. But his leadership's incredible in the huddle for Al Horford. Just yet to score so far, missing 2 shots from the corner, and also Donovan Mitchell burned him on a 3 to begin. Mitchell's got 6, Mobley has 5. So that's where the 11 points have come from for Cleveland with the 2 made threes by Mitchell. He made the first one over Horford. The second one was a screen that was set up that he was able to find an opening off the Mobley screen and took an open 3. And that cannot happen for the Celtics defense going underneath screens. If you're Boston, you got to go around the screens and tighten up the gap as much as possible to recover. Luke Cornett checks on the floor first time tonight as we come back from the timeout. Joe, welcome back in, man. Thanks for joining in. Thanks so much, Greg. I really appreciate it. 6.5 left to go in the first. Celtics with a possession. Tatum Pritchard, first time on the floor, alongside Luke Cornett, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White. The other 3 in the court currently. Pritchard bobbled it, far side of the floor, and it's a turnover. Oh, man, that is the big EW. Tatum's pass too tall off the fingertips of Peyton Pritchard, and it sailed out of bounds. Cleveland down by 1 with possession. Donovan Mitchell on the floor with Isaac Okoro, Max Strus, Evan Mobley, and Darius Garland. They still got their 5 on the floor currently. That's the starters. Mobley, he traveled with it inside the key. Celtics brought the double. Cut off the dribble opportunity for Evan Mobley, and he was dwindling back with it inside the key, and he traveled with it. That's a turnover committed by Cleveland. So back-to-back turnovers for both of these teams now. And the Celtics looking to see if they can put points on the board off of that last turnover. Pritchard at the left wing. Hands it off to Tatum. Tatum has 8 out of the 12 so far. Tatum dribbles up to the right elbow. Outside of Brown. Up fake. Brown accelerates inside the key. Brown looking to pass it. Instead, he goes for a turnaround. Mid-range. Jaylen Brown connects on it. Oh, that's a tough shot. Hand in the face as well. Contested inside the key by Isaac Okoro, but gutted off the turnaround by Jaylen Brown. Mitchell, Eurostep, floats up the rudder over White. Came off the rim short. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. White looks to push it. White up the floor. Backs his way on Garland. White kick out to the corner. Brown has it. And the Celtics travel with it. So Derek White off the back down inside the key traveled with the basketball. Ozzy, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Marco on board, welcome in. Hey, appreciate it, Joe. And thanks so much, Charlisa. Yeah, she got her degree, so she graduated a semester early back in January. But the full school graduation is next Saturday. Missed 3 straight away by Karis LeVert. It's his first time on the floor tonight for Cleveland. A rebound control by Tatum. Tatum gets around Strus. Tatum at the right wing, guarded by Strus. Dribbles up, free throw circle, elevates for the J. Tatum, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. And the defensive rebound gets hauled into the baseline by Mobley. It's Okoro. Okoro looks to push it. Okoro attacks downhill over Pritchard. And he scores up and it off the glass. 1 point game right now. Pritchard. At the right quarter, Pritchard, guarded by Mitchell, 101, sends it off to White around the perimeter, push it off to Tatum here at the left wing. Tatum's guarded by Strus, 101. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum working on Strus still, 8 on the shot clock. Tatum, a dribble drive inside, bounce pass. Cornette couldn't squeeze it. Results in a Celtics turnover. Goes right back to Cleveland now. 1 point game. Mitchell accelerates, floats it up over the top to Mobley. Luke Cornette shut down the door to off the lob, and Mobley with a hook shot gets fouled by Cornette. So this will be 2 free throws coming up at the line here for Evan Mobley. Back and forth, tight game we got so far. Juan, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this game here, Celtics or Cavs. We got a good one right now. Physical game to start off. Evan Mobley, 2 free throws. First one gets the bounce. She majored in film and creative writing. So she just got her master's in film. She concentrated in screenwriting and creative writing. Second shot by Mobley is good. The Cavs take the lead 15-14. Jaylen Brown yet to score so far. He has possession. He's got 2 actually off that turnaround rather soon, and Brown jacks it up, swooshes it. Make it 5 right now for JB as he splashes down the 3, 17-15. LeVert sends it outside. Here's a 3, take it at the wing, and that is good for Cleveland. That is the giant killer to the Celtics. Ghost in the past, that is number 32, Dean Wade, who just drilled a 3. And back in March, he had a 20-point fourth quarter himself, drilling 6 threes in that game against Boston as Brown got it stripped, went out of bounds, last touch by Cleveland. So Dean Wade back into the series as he missed the last couple games due to injury for Dean Wade, and he splashes down his first 3 tonight. Celtics got to learn from their previous mistakes. He had 23 points on March 5th against Boston, a career high. He had a 20-point fourth quarter against the Celtics, making 6 threes. Inbound, Hauser launches the 3. Right down the middle, he's got it. Sam Hauser splashes down the triple. Back and forth, 20-18. Excellent drawn-up play. Off the inbound for Boston at the corner. Wade, top of the key, lobs it down low off to Mobley. He has a mismatch here with Hauser. Horford comes along, contests the shot. Excellent contest. Bring it along a double team by Horford as Pritchard came up with a rebound. Pritchard on top off to Tatum. Tatum dribble drive right down the lane inside, and he shuts the door with a 2-handed flush. 22-18 Boston. Jason Tatum on attack mode tonight here, folks. Timeout taken on the floor by Cleveland. JT. Right from the get-go in this game, he has got 10 right now. Almost half of the points going through Tatum. That's the Jason Tatum we know. Finally. Not the one that was looking like Mike Tortoise for the first 7 games in this playoffs. All crawled in his shell. Didn't come out of his shell. Looking like he was playing half asleep. Tonight, his head has come out of the shell and looking like a big boy tonight in this game for Jason Tatum. Back to his expectations and his high level of basketball tonight for Tatum. 10 points in the first 9 minutes of action. 4 for 6 from the floor. 2 for 3 from 3. He's found his shots. He's attacking the paint instead of jacking up tough, contested, deep jumpers. He is taking it to the rim and finding the gaps of the defense. Yeah, I'll take a look at the rankings there for you, Joe. I got Indiana State at number 20 in the latest NCAA baseball rankings. They're 34-10. That's their last record. I would imagine they have played games. So this was updated on May 5th. So, yeah, they must have played games this weekend. because I've got a D1 game tomorrow that I'm in charge of announcing for tomorrow. But both of those teams are, I think one of them's RPI 232, the other team is RPI 300 for their teams. One of the teams is bottom 5 because they have 305 D1 teams, and that team in particular is Norfolk State. They're 300 for their team, and then I'm at Stonehill tomorrow. I think they're 232 for their ranking out of the total like NCAA rankings, ranking all the teams based on, they do it by basketball, they do it by net ranking. I saw in baseball they do it by RPI, what they have it. What's good, Robbie in the stream, welcome in. Really good start for Tatum, definitely needed this, as he really struggled finding his shot so far this playoffs, and it's just been bad shot selection that's haunted him throughout these playoffs, going back to old habits for Tatum. And tonight, great to see that he's attacking, finding the gaps in the defense, going downhill and getting to the rim for Tatum so far. So he's got 10 for JT, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, leading the team in every single category, points, rebounds, and assists so far tonight. 5 by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen hit a tough shot inside the key and then made a really good 3. So those two guys have found their stroke tonight. Tatum and Brown combining to shoot 3 for 4 right now from the perimeter. And Sam Hauser with an excellent 3 off an inbound from the corner as well. So that's their 3 bench points in this game. And then Cleveland with 3 off the bench as well with Dean Wade. 7 by Evan Mobley, 6 by Donovan Mitchell. Hey, what's good? Jimmy in the stream, welcome in. I think that this one's going to be closer than expected tonight. I like the Celtics. I'm going to go Boston probably around like 6 in this game here. Cleveland's giving them a fight tonight. Hey, enjoy the rest of your night, Robert. Back to action right now. 3:05 left to go in the first. Cleveland with a possession, trailing down by 4. LeVert sends it off to his right to Wade. Hand off to Mitchell. Bounce pass top of the free throw circle. Mobley hands it off to LeVert. Floats the pass out to the wing. It almost sailed out of bounds, but Wade's able to save it. 3 in the shot clock. Extra pass made left quarter at the buzzer. They got it. Max Strus at the left quarter as the buzzer sounds. He jacks up the 3 and 6 it as the shot clock expires. 22-21. That was a huge 3 made by Cleveland off a botched possession. Pritchard at the left wing, shaken big, guarded by Mobley. Sends it off to Holiday, laces up a 3. Drew Holiday right down the middle, cans a triple. Man, that's a really good stroke right there by Drew. Back-to-back 3s made by both of these teams. Mobley at the top, hand off to Mitchell. Fires the pass right wing into the hands here to Strus. 2:10 left to go in the first. Strus bounce past Mitchell. 8 on the shot clock. Mitchell at the top of the key, working on Horford 101. Mitchell, step back 3 in the air, and he hits it. Donovan Mitchell, a big time bang bang over Horford for the second time tonight. Third main 3 of the game by Mitchell. 25-24. Celtics with the ball, top of the key. Holiday, they will not count the 3 as the Celtics stepped out of bounds with it. That's a mismatch right now. Donovan Mitchell going up against Al Horford around the perimeter. Al Horford looking like Rudy Gobert back in the Utah Jazz days when they left him high out and dry, except Mitchell was his teammate during those days. But the poor perimeter defense by Utah from 3 years ago left Gobert just high and dry out on the perimeter trying to contest himself for the DPOY, and he just got burned in the playoffs from like 3-4 years ago. Garland drives, attacks, blocked by Horford. Wasn't clean though as Horford picks up the shooting foul. And this is a rough start right now to Al Horford's game currently. He's allowed Mitchell to drill 2 threes. Just picked up his first personal foul. He's only got 1 rebound. And Garland here will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. First one's good. 25-25. That's the 5th as a team now for Boston. This puts Cleveland in the bonus. Second shot by Garland right down the middle. 26-25 Cleveland. Celtics with possession. Peyton Pritchard On the floor with Tatum, Horford, Holiday, and Hauser. Tatum at the left wing. He's got 10, looking for 13. Takes the three, came up short. Tristan Thompson collects the defensive rebound. Up ahead off to Mitchell. Mitchell jacks up the three over Horford. Missed off the back rim. Horford's lucky. Offensive rebound. Dean Wade. Corner three. Garland no good. Horford, at time, he's able to collect the defensive rebound. Holiday has it up the floor here for the Celtics. Looking to space it out. Drew circles around. Guarded by Thompson. One-on-one inside the paint. Holiday floats up the shot over Thompson. Got clipped by Thompson. Got fouled. And 2 shots coming up here by Drew Holiday. .105 left to go in the first right now. Drew Holiday coming off only a 4-point game in the last game of the series. Already 4 points tonight for him. He had 14 in game 1. First shot no good. Missed it as it skipped around the rim and out. Second shot here by Holiday. That's good. We're tied. 26 even. Cleveland down to the final minute left to go in the first with possession. LeVert dribbles inside a key over Hauser. No good. LeVert crashes right into the cameraman. He's out of the play. Celtics with numbers 5-on-4. Bounce pass. Holiday off the Pritchard transition, and he scores up and it off the backboard. 28-26. Excellent job there by Boston, realizing that they had a numbers break since Karis LeVert was stuck back in the play next to the camera crew. Garland drives, attack, circles around, floats on the pass, intercepted by Tatum. Tatum, here he goes out to the races. Tatum attacks over Dean Wade, and he scores up and in. It is good for 2 more by Jason Tatum. 30-26 Boston. 2 points off of the turnovers there by Tatum. Tatum now up to 12. Mitchell. Edge of the midcourt logo. Mitchell's guarded by Holiday. Dribbles up inside the key. Mitchell off fake. Off fake over Horford. Right-handed hook shot over Horford. And he scores. It's good for 2. 30-28. Al Horford getting ripped to shreds defensively in this game right now. Celtics with a possession. 4 seconds left to go. Tatum at the top. Spin move. Tatum floats up the runner at the buzzer. Came up short. No good. We close out. At the end of the first quarter, it's Boston 30. Cleveland 28. Donovan Mitchell doing wonders in this game tonight as he leads the Cavs with 11 points. 3 of those buckets out of the 4 total have been against the primary defender, Big Al Horford. He's been having a rough game defensively in the first quarter by Horford, looking to see if he can bounce back in the final 36 of this game here. Jason Tatum, MIA throughout the playoffs, showing up, playing a big game right now for JT, responding to the critics. Good start for Tatum. 12 points, the top scorer in the game, couldn't get it at the buzzer, but a point a minute so far by Tatum. 12 points in the first 12 minutes of action by JT, and looking to push that forward throughout the entire course of this game on search for his first 30-plus point game in this playoffs. We're to the end of 1 right now. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And what a start tonight to this game. We got 300 plus watching right now. Hit us up in the chat who you guys want to win, Celtics or Cavs. Alex, welcome back in here, man. Yeah, things will get really interesting. I can only imagine what the talk shows will be talking about tomorrow if the Celtics do allow Cleveland to win this game tonight. I mean, Joe Mazzulla on the hot seat for sure if that happens. On paper, Boston's the much better team. But you got to come out and play these games. You got to perform at a high level. And the defense for the Celtics, Game 1, Game 3, Game 4, Game 5 against Miami, excellent. Game 1 against Cleveland, excellent. Game 2 against Miami, Game 2 against Cleveland, as bad as it can get for the defense. You got to be consistent with your defense. And Celtics have won games this year through their defense. And just, I still see a lot of gaps that's out there on the floor. Celtics are not connecting to their man defensively. Al Horford having a tough time guarding Donovan Mitchell tonight, and that needs to change. As Al Horford's looking like 2021 Rudy Gobert in the playoffs right now, getting ripped to shreds out on the perimeter. Yes, I do miss Porzingis. But still, I mean, the Celtics shouldn't be having this big of an issue right now. You still got a deep team for Boston, and you got to play well. You got to perform, and that starts through your defense. Also, Derek White's yet to score tonight. He's been a hot hand for Derek White. Huge in the first series, huge in Game 1, and tonight yet to score. Just been a letdown performance by Horford. Tatum's got 12, 8 by Holiday. Drew Holiday's been great so far. Today he's 3 for 4, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Top plus minus in the floor for the Celtics, a +4. And Jaylen Brown's got 5. Jaylen's only attempted 3 shots, though. He's usually a tone setter for Jaylen Brown, but hasn't been able to have many opportunities so far to have the basketball for Jaylen. I like to see if they can involve Jaylen some more here in the second quarter and beyond, because they go through him to attack the paint for Jaylen. I like to see if they can start to put pressure on this Cavs defense and see if they can start to put the Cavs into foul trouble. Foul trouble has not been an issue for Cleveland so far. Hey, what's good? Edith on the street, welcome in. M, welcome back in. Here we go. Start to the second quarter. Celtics with a possession left to right on the floor. Tatum, and jumper at the elbow over Mobley. Came off the rim short. That's a bad habit. Jason Tatum J took an iso ball deep to jumper at the right elbow. Garland drives into Horford. Floats up the runner. Scores over Horford. And we're tied 30-30. Al Horford defensively is a major minus right now in this game for Boston. Getting ripped to shreds multiple possessions. Skip pass all the way across the floor. Pritchard into the hands to Horford. Outside it goes to Tatum. Pass off the roll down to Horford. Kick out quarter. Holiday. Shot clock's down to 5. Holiday dribbles up inside the key. Floats up the runner. Missed off the mark. Horford with a tip in though. Taps it through. It's good for 2. That's the first 2 points of the night now for Al Horford. Looking to see if this can start to find some sort of momentum. Horford takes on Mobley. Mobley, top of the key. Mobley hands it off to Garland. Garland gets Horford on the switch. Sends it outside. Strus jacks up the 3. Came off short. Offensive rebound controlled by Mobley. Hauser wasn't able to box out. Missed the layup by Morris underneath. It goes outside, but they flung it away. Deflected out by the Celtics, though. So Boston deflected the pass out of bounds. It will stay Cleveland ball. Jaylen Brown checks back into the game right now for Jaylen. And Jason Tatum's going to take a seat on the bench. Tatum's played the entire game so far, so he has played all 13 minutes in this game currently for Boston. So Tatum will get his first breather tonight, the hot hand for the Celtics. Inbound goes to Cleveland. Garland at the left wing. Pass off the roll down. Mobley with a two-handed flush. Al Horford gambling at the wing, taking on Garland. No rim protection whatsoever by the Celtics. Down low is Horford. They got him on the switch out of position. 9 points by Mobley, 4 rebounds. White yet to score, looking to change that. White inside the key, guarded by Garland, sends it out to Horford, into the hands to White. White guarded by Mobley, 1-on-1. White looks to pass it, lob down low. Horford catches it. Horford tough off the glass, no good. Gets fouled though, and the clock will stop with 10:17. The crazy part about it is that Donovan Mitchell is not even on the floor right now for Cleveland, yet they've tied up this game with a pick and roll with Garland assisting over to Mobley. So Mitchell wasn't even on the floor. He's still not on the floor currently. Hauser at the top, blows past his man Morris. Bounce pass, poor decision. Turnover committed by Sam Hauser. Got picked off by Caris LeVert. Here's the 5 on the floor currently. Caris LeVert, Darius Garland, Marcus Morris, Evan Mobley, and Max Strus. Mitchell is currently on the bench for Cleveland. Strus, 10 on the shot clock. Dribbles up, top of the key. Takes the 3, contested over Brown. Missed off the back rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Holiday. Max Strus looking for the foul. Couldn't get one, though. Drew, he's got 8, looking for more. Dribble drive inside over Mobley. And he scores up in and off the backboard. It's good for 2 by Drew. 34-32. Drew Holiday, a major X factor so far. 10 points, 4 for 6 shooting. The second Celtic behind Jason Tatum, the double figures tonight. Strus moves it out to the left wing, into the hands to Morris. Morris, baseline dribble, working on Holiday. Morris, tough turn around, off the mark, no good. Holiday collects the defensive rebound. If you like defense, Drew Holiday locking down his man, showing you how to do it right now. White drives past Strus, floats up the teardrop, no good. Huge offensive rebound. Drew Holiday outside. Hauser takes the 3, and he buries it. Bang, bang. It's good for the triple by Sam Hauser. Drew Holiday single-handedly giving the Celtics the lead right now, up by 5. Major offensive rebound, kicking it out to the wing for Hauser. Championship plays like that, led by Drew Holiday right now for Boston. Circling around the key, it is LeVert, drives at Holiday. LeVert got stripped, lost it out of bounds. It's a turnover. Oh yeah, Drew Holiday once again locking up Karis LeVert. Turnover committed by LeVert off his knee out of bounds. Drew Holiday, you the man, brother. You the man. Drew making it true right now. Doing every little thing correctly on the floor. Jumpers, buckets at the rim, offensive rebounds, locking up the opposing player offensively, forcing turnovers, everything going correct for number 4 in green and white right now for Holiday. White dribbles up to the elbow, finds Drew, top of the free throw circle, up fake, drives on LeVert, inside the key, Holiday, spin move, Holiday off the pivot, and he scores up and off the backboard. It's good for 2 more by Drew Holiday. 39-32. What a start tonight by Drew. Outside, top of the key. Open 3, Mobley. Came off the rim, no good. Horford didn't close out. Didn't even bother, stuck in no man's land. And luckily, the target range shot was missed off the front rim by Mobley. White. Outside finds Horford. Back out to the top of the key here to White. Into the hands to Brown. Outside, Hauser. Laces up the 3-30-footer off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Morris for the defensive rebound for Cleveland. Cleveland stuck in a rut right now. LeVert at the left wing. Closed upon as he is working on Hauser. Sends it out on top off to Mitchell. Mitchell's taking on Holiday right now at the moment. Mitchell switched, guarded by Tatum. That's the matchup that Mitchell looks for. Mitchell, and he drills it. Got him on a switch once again. That's a big U under head coach Joe Mazzulla. They keep on working the defensive switches, and it ain't working. On the floor right now as Al Horford gets burned once again defensively. That's a major U. And the Celtics here with a basketball as we get a foul away from the ball committed by Cleveland. Mitchell all day long off the crossover. Getting Big Al Horford just out in the open with a lot of clear real estate out there for court space. And every single time it's a bucket. 7:25 left to go. Boston by 4 to get the inbound. White dribbles up to the elbow. White sends it on top over to Hauser. Hauser, hand off to Brown. Brown, 5 of the shot clock. Dribble, drive, inside. Brown, jumper, mid-range, and he connects on it. Jaylen Brown, it is good for 2 with a J. 41-35 Celtics. Cavs with a possession. 7 minutes left to go here before halftime. Brown's up to 7. Mitchell at the right elbow. Working his way on Hauser. Crossover, step back, 3 in the air. Bang, bang. Oh, he hits another one. Sam Hauser out in no man's land defensively. Gets burned. It's a 3-point game. 41-38. Celtics with the ball. Right wing perimeter, Brown. Brown, baseline dribble. Works his way on Strus. And we get a foul here picked up. Charged to Strus reaching in. The clock will stop with 6:42. Donovan Mitchell. Massive in this game. Al Horford, Sam Hauser. This is coaching. Bad. Mazzulla with these switches. Bad. We're going to take the timeout right now. (41-38) at the moment, and Mitchell is going off. Gotta fix all the gaps defensively. That's going on right now, and when he's just getting what he wants off the switch, and it's either he's hunting down that specific matchup between Hauser or Horford, and he's getting whatever he wants, and he's eating from it. From Mitchell, 17 points by Donovan Mitchell. On 6 for 10 shooting, 5 for 7 from 3-point range. And once again, the Celtics defense just allowing another player in the playoff series to become the next up-and-coming Steph Curry. Looking like for the next version of the Splash Brothers. It was the last series, it was Game 2 where Caleb Martin went off and Tyler Hero. Luckily, that was only Game 2 because last year that happened for more than just one game. They went down to 0-3, and it was through the front. It was when they were down to 0-3 to begin that series. It was those two guys who were going off, looking like prime Steph and Clay. on the floor. And Mitchell just burning the Celtics D with these threes. They still just can't get it together and lock up. You gotta make the adjustments. Boom or bust type of situation for the Celtics this year. And you gotta be able to make the adjustments if you're Joe Mazzulla, because this is obviously frustrating right now. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And wow, what a start to this game so far. It's been a one-man show. Donovan Mitchell, 17. After that, Evan Mobley's got 9. The Celtics got 2 guys who really showed up tonight for this game here. Jason Tatum, 12 points in his first 13 minutes. Drew Holiday, it's been incredible tonight. Done everything correct out there for Holiday. 12 points in 14 minutes, 5 for 7 shooting. Also made a 3, 5 rebounds, the top rebounder, top playmaker with 3 assists, 0 turnovers. Everything going well so far tonight for Drew Holiday, attacking the paint on this Cavs defense, and been able to come up with some major rebounds. Couple times he's had offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds by Mitchell. There was the massive play that he came up with an offensive rebound and swung the ball out to Hauser, who buried a 3. That was a big swing. They led, I believe it was 39-32 after he made that 3. Siegel, what's good? Welcome back in, man. Siegel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out on the street for Siegel here. Virgilio, welcome back in, bud. Jebby in the street, welcome in. Donovan Mitchell, 17 points right now and 5 made threes. Rest of the team is 21. All 17 points have come off the dribble around the perimeter by Mitchell. Multiple buckets he has scored over Horford in this game. It's either been Al Horford or Sam Hauser. Those 2 guys have been struggled defensively, and this is the 5 that they have on the floor. It's been more so Horford. Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Luke Cornett replaces Horford currently. Holiday takes the 3. Oh, baby, you're going to make it a Holiday tonight for Drew Holiday as he sizzles the triple. 15 by Holiday. 6 for 8 from the floor, makes his second 3 tonight. 5 on the floor look like this for Boston. Holiday, Brown, Cornett, Hauser, and White. Tatum's currently in the bench. Okoro, wide open 3, bricked off the back rim. Brown collects the defensive rebound. Brown up the floor, crosses the midcourt logo. Approaching 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Brown drives right to the paint, and he scores up and in off the glass. Good for 2. Right over Tristan Thompson. 9-point lead, largest one of the game tonight for the Celtics. Garland, Okoro, Thompson, Mitchell, and LeVert. That's the 5 on the floor. Missed 3 straight away by Garland. Offensive rebound control by Thompson. Bounce pass underneath LeVert. Blocked from behind by White. White with a huge save in the baseline. The Celtics have it here. And did the referees blow it dead, though? Was White out of bounds with it? I believe so. And that's an excellent hustle play right there by Derek White from behind. Coming up with a rejection. Couldn't save it cleanly, though. So it's going to stay Cavs basketball. Let's see here. White off his arm, blocked it out of bounds. That looked like a clear save, and Brown looked like he was in the court of play too, but the referees blew it dead, and they said that it was out of bounds, that White on the save stepped out of bounds in the baseline. So this is going to be, I believe, Cleveland basketball should stay possession. 5:39 left to go, but this is the rotation that you want. Out on the floor with Horford currently in the bench and Cornett getting some playing time, seeing if he can start to make an impact much more defensively than Horford did out there right now. And yeah, Jaylen Brown wasn't out of bounds. That was a late whistle. Very, very late whistle when that happened. Very, very late whistle by the referees when that happened. Jaylen Brown had already taken 3 dribbles up the floor, going in the opposite direction if they rolled it out of bounds. Let's see off the block here. White You can't really see from that angle as the stanchion was closing it out, but this stays Cavs basketball. That's a massive call by the referees. And why they called it so late, I don't know. Bounce pass off the roll down. Oh, yeah, making a big defensive play. Lou Cornett swats away the shot. Missed by Okoro. It goes out of bounds off of Cleveland. Massive rejection right there by Cornett. Celtics with a possession. Tatum back in the game off the screen, set by Cornett, looking for their first double-digit lead in the night. Tatum lost it, huge collision. Garland came in and collided with Tatum. It's going to be a loose ball foul charge to Garland. The clock stops with 5:20 left to go. Garland was trying to go after the steal, but collided with Tatum, got caught in a loose ball foul. Tatum's got 12, Holiday's got 15 right now. Those two guys showing up in a big way in this game currently. Massive collision around the edge of the perimeter between Tatum and Garland. So Garland picks up his second personal foul right now. 5:20 remaining. He's only got 4 points tonight for Garland. Ozzy in the stream, welcome back in, man. Edith, glad to have you back in. Jerome in the channel, welcome on board. Tatum. Horford comes back in, replaces replaces Cornett rather quickly. Tatum, White, Horford's back in, Holiday, and Brown. That's the 5 on the floor currently for the Celtics. Up by 9, and down the far side, Boston gets called in the turnover. And Tatum is signaling review. I don't think Joe is going to do it, though. So I do not believe... No, the Celtics are not going to review it. So they lost it out of bounds. This will go back to Cleveland now. 9-point game, giving the Cavs some signs of hope here. Carly Mobley, dribble handoff. Garland slips past the defense. Nobody there at the rim. It's an easy 2, up and in off the glass. Look who's back in the game. Al Horford surrendering an open 2 with 0 rim protection. Where's your big man? On to the play. Hovering in the key, in the wrong side of the key. Away from the rim for Horford. A dribble handoff. Garland gets around Tatum. Horford not ready at the rim defensively, in the wrong side at the opposite block. Easy 2. 47-40 with 5:02 left to go before halftime. And the Celtics will take a timeout under head coach Joe Mazzulla. Hanging in this game for the Cavs. Just another easy layup surrender by Horford. And this man, it's just not his night tonight. It's stunning that he only gave Cornett like 30 seconds of playing time to put him in during the last rotation and then put Horford immediately back into the game during the next whistle. Tonight, Cornett's only got 5 minutes. Horford has played 14 right now. Horford's played 14, Cornett's played 5, and haven't even tried out Xavier Tillman yet for Boston, for Mazzulla. Much better game hustle-wise, but a lot of that's been sparked by Drew Holiday tonight here. 17 of 14 in the rebounds. Celtics are 57% shooting. The Cavs limited to 40% from the floor right now. Both of the teams have made 7 threes. Boston is 7 for 14. The Cavs are 7 for 19 from 3. I like that balance. The Celtics have attempted just 14 threes, and they've attempted right now 17... Yeah, that would be 17 twos currently, because the Cavs, they've attempted 19 threes for them. And Boston leads points in the paint 24-14 right now. Yes, basically Tatum and Holiday is getting everything done tonight for Boston. Those two guys are combining for 27 out of the 47. After that, 9 by Jaylen Brown. Sam Hauser's got 6. Derek White struggling tonight, yet to find his shot. Just a free throw made by White so far today. I just don't get what's up with Horford right now. Like, he's missing all his reads defensively. Yeah, well, the big center is hurt right now. So that's the issue there. And then the guy that you got right now that's currently the starting center for tonight's only got 3 rebounds at this moment. Celtics with a possession coming back from the timeout. Horford, touch pass, right corner. Pritchard, his 3 came off the rim short. Rebound control by Cleveland. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Mitchell on the floor gliding as he floats up the runner. Donovan Mitchell, it's good for 2 more. Just a wild floater inside the key, and he was able to get it to drop. 47-42. Celtics with the ball. Jaylen Brown on the floor with Derek White, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Peyton Pritchard. White has it at the edge of the midcourt logo. Yet to make a field goal. Looking to change that right here. Takes the 3, came off short. Horford bobbled it, came up though with an offensive rebound. White, another 3, came off the back rim. That time the rebound gets snatched by Mobley with a defensive board. Strus up the floor. Strus bounced past to Mobley. It's Strus, Mobley, Dean Wade, Darius Garland, and Donovan Mitchell. Mobley looking to pass it off to Strus. Hand off to Strus here. Strus is guarded by Brown. Lobs it down low. Mismatch. Gets around Pritchard to the cup. No good. Missed the layup. And Horford collects the defensive rebound. Wow, that looked like a botched defensive set there for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown up and then off the glass. Sneaks his way baseline. And he scores for 2 off the backboard. 49-42. Celtics lucky that Mobley couldn't finish from point-blank range of the rim. Cleveland with the ball. Jaylen Brown, third player up to double figures. He's got 11 behind Holiday with 15. Tatum's got 12. Brown with 11. Top of the key, Mobley. Mobley, hand off to Strus. Dribbles towards his right. Drives downhill on the White. Strus, no good off the mark. Tatum comes in, collects the defensive board. Brown looks to push it. Brown, transition, ball fake, right to the rim. He scores. Up and off the backboard. It's good for 2 more by Jaylen Brown. Attack, attack, attack. Get downhill to the rim. That's exactly what he did. A 3. Dean Wade off the back rim, no good. Contested an elite closeout by Horford. Rebound secured by Boston. Brown dribbles up inside the key. Lost the handle going towards his left. That's a turnover. Jaylen Brown towards his left. Loose ball. Does that sound familiar? 12 months ago. Didn't look too well with that left hand. And that time he lost it going towards his left out in transition. Mobley at the left wing. Celtics with 8 turnovers. More than they had in the last game, just with 7. A brick 3 off the back rim by Dean Wade. Tatum collects the defensive rebounds. 2:45 left to go here before halftime. Celtics yet to lead by double digits. Chance to do so right here. Jump stop inside the key. It's a big U. Tatum commits the turnover. Tatum not getting back defensively, not hustling back on the defensive side of the floor. They get a 5-on-4. Mitchell floats his way inside the key. Mitchell, and he gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. What are you doing here, Tatum? You're still complaining to the referees. I mean, nobody's going to respect you in the league if all you do is complain to the referees. You're trying to get as many calls as possible and stuff like that. People don't like that. Around the league, players are going to look like that and look at that dude and say that he's soft there for not getting the calls. 2 shots by Mitchell. First one missed off the rim. Celtics have had a couple opportunities to lead by double digits, and they haven't been able to find that way tonight. It's like they want to keep the Cavs in this game and are looking to hand the Cavs the game. That's what it seems like it is with this Celtics team. You've had opportunities to shut down the door instead of give the Cavs signs of hope and signs of life in this game, and the Cavs keep on finding those signs of hope right now. Mitchell buries the second free throw. 51-43. 2:20 left to play before halftime. Mitchell's got 20, top scorer in the game. Tatum, edge of the midcourt logo off the Horford screen. Tatum, bounce pass behind his back, sets up Horford. Kick out to the corner. Holiday, bounce pass, thread the needle, and it will be out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Horford mad at the referees. He thought he was held up by Mobley. He thought that Mobley should have committed a foul there down low. Referees are letting them play physical, and if you're the Celtics, you cannot complain about these calls. You're going to have multiple no calls go against their direction. This is the playoffs. It's big boy physicality basketball. Tatum elevates for the J, and he buries it. Oh yeah, Jason Tatum knocks down the deep two. 53-43, largest lead of the game. Boston's first double-digit lead of the night. Okoro at the top. Okoro passes it off to Strus at the right wing. Strus gets around the corner, guarded by Horford now. Bounce pass to the backdoor cutter to Okoro. Loose ball foul committed by Boston. 10-point lead for the Celtics. Minute 40 left to go before half. Right now, Jason Tatum's got 14. 12 of those points were in the first 12 minutes in the first quarter. That was his first basket with a minute 50 left to go before half. That's his first basket in the second quarter. Came with 11 plus minutes in the second quarter. Strus off to Mobley, attacks over Tatum. No defense once again. Al Horford on the position, off the switch, leads the two-handed flush by Mobley. That's a big U once again defensively. 53-45. When's the coaching changes going to happen here with getting your team organized defensively? Where's the adjustments, Mazzulla? Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Better basketball, better defense, better coaching starts with Joe Mazzulla. Instead of watching the town each and every night start to put together adjustments and get your team right back into it. Tatum attack downhill. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. 14 by Tatum. Has a chance to up the lead back to 10. First one's good. 15 points now by Tatum. Just every single time just allowing the Cavs to creep back into this game currently. And it's been by basic reads defensively that there's been zero resistance at the rim off of no backside help. Second shot is good. 55-45. Final minute and 5 left to go here before halftime. Tatum's got 16. Holiday has 15. The top two scorers. Mitchell leads the way for Cleveland with 20. Garland sends it off to Mitchell. Crossover. Step back 3 in the air. And he buries another one. Donovan Mitchell sizzles the triple. 55-48. He's got 23 right now in the first half. Another major ewe defensively for Boston. Tatum, guarded by Mitchell at the left wing perimeter. Tatum, here's the screen set by Horford. Tatum, top of the key, take it on Mobley, 1-on-1. ISO ball here by Tatum. Step back 3 in the air, straight away Tatum, and he bricks it off the ISO ball. 1-on-1 shot, goes right back to the Cavs. Cleveland, 30 seconds left to go. Mitchell, skip pass, left corner, open 3, Okoro. Off the rim, no good. Brown collects the defensive rebound. Jaylen Brown's going to slow it down. 20 seconds left to go. Jaylen crosses the midcourt logo. He's defended by Okoro 1-on-1. Jaylen slows it down. 1 second differential. Shot clock and game clock to close out the end of the first half. Jaylen dribbles up to the elbow. Moves it outside of Tatum. For the shot clock. Spin move. Tatum going up. Tatum gets fouled. 2.9 in the shot clock. 4.2 on the game clock. As Tatum will shoot 2 coming up here at the free throw line. Donovan Mitchell, a walking bucket. The Celtics defense should be ashamed of themselves. 0 adjustments made to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is going to drop down 50. Oh, wait. To the Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Brunson's going to drop down 60. Oh, wait. Forget about it when Anthony Edwards is out there. He's going to drop down 70 on his defense. Tatum made the first one, 56-48. Second shot by Tatum. It is good, right down the middle. Celtics by 9. 4 seconds left to go before halftime. Cavs with a possession. Garland inside, slicing defenders. Runner at the buzzer, off the mark, no good. How in the world did the Celtics defense let Garland slice them all the way inside the key? That was a 4-second drill. Offensively going coast to coast. He got all the way to a 12-foot runner and missed it wide left of the rim. He beat the entire Celtics defense by himself. Off the dribble, coast to coast in a 4.2 second span by Darius Garland. Celtics should be ashamed of themselves defensively. But look at the scoreboard, they're leading. Crazy right now. 57-48. Still a ton of room of improvement for Boston right now. Easy, simple defensive reads. Zero resistance at the rim in this game. And luckily for Boston, they're still up by 9. 57-48 currently. Cleveland has had multiple looks, but they cannot put the ball into the bucket. The Celtics are lucky. They're taking on the number 20 ranked offense in the NBA, because when they'll go against a team like the Pacers or something like that, Pacers right there where that defense is dropping down 80 in the first half against the Celtics. The score right now will be 80-65 at halftime in favor of Indiana. If we were playing Indiana right now with the speed and the pace of that offense and how they play and how they are able to make shots. Cleveland had a lot of looks, a lot of open looks. And luckily for the Celtics, the Cavs are only shooting 34.8% from 3 right now. Very, very lucky for Boston, because this could be a much different score if they're able to nail down their threes. 8 for 23 from the perimeter for the Cavs. The Celtics are 39% from 3, 7 for 18. Celtics shooting 55% from the floor. Getting to the rim as well. Jrue Holiday's been excellent tonight. Tatum in the first quarter was excellent. Jaylen Brown had a pretty big second quarter for him, and those 3 guys have been the go-tos in today's game. Tatum's got 18, Holiday's got 15, 13 by Brown. 3 players in double figures. It's basically been a trio outscoring the Cavs with a duo. 23 by Mitchell, 11 by Mobley at the half. The Celtics have 46 points combined between Tatum, Holiday, and Brown right now. So that's 46 out of the 57. On the other side, Mitchell leads the way with 23. It's been a one-man show, and 6 made threes, 8 for 12 from the floor. That's 23 points in 21 minutes. And they've combined for 34 out of the 48 right now between Mitchell and Mobley. Vegas, what's good? Welcome in here, brother. Yeah, Tatum's had a really good start to today's game. 18 points, has yet to have a 30-plus point game in the playoffs, and he's responded in a big way today. But the star player for Boston, look no further to Jrue Holiday. He has been excellent, and he is the reason why the Celtics are leading this game right now. 15 points, doing all the little things correctly on the floor for Holiday. 6 for 8 shooting, 2 made threes, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 turnovers by Jrue Holiday. He's been outstanding tonight. Tatum's got 18.7 rebounds. He does have 4 turnovers, though, for Tatum. Jaylen Brown, 13 points, 4 rebounds, does have 2 turnovers in today's game. And that's something that's been an issue for Boston. They had just 7 turnovers in the last game. If there was a lone positive, even when they got destroyed, the only thing that was a lone positive in the last game was that they only had 7 turnovers. Tonight they have 9 at halftime. So they're midway to 18. That's way too much. Way too much when you're halfway there to 18 for turnovers in this game. Through the first half, you got 9. Cleveland with 6. Celtics much better in the glass. They were minus 14 in the last game. Tonight they're plus 6, 23-17. And they're limiting the Cavs to 39% from the floor. You think with that percentage, I should be praising the Celtics defense and the great job they've done defensively. That's actually been an issue, because if they were able to lock down completely, the Cavs would be shooting like 25% right now from the floor. The Cavs are the number 20 scoring offense in the league, the 30 teams in the bottom half of the league in scoring. They came into this series the number 15 scoring team, in the entire playoffs out of 16 playoff teams for them. I believe it was the Magic, the team that they won against, that was the bottom team in points per game, and then the Cavs were above them. But if you're the Celtics, you got to be more dominant right now, because this Celtics team just is not built to win close games. Their crunch time, final 5 minutes left to go, I'll say 7 in a 7-point game and under, with under 5 minutes left to go, under a head coach like Joe Mazzulla. They just aren't built to win those games. Their crunch time offense is atrocious. The head coach, just a bad head coach that's adjusting with very limited experience, and just that crunch time experience. This team is just built to win by dominance, so you got to keep on building up this lead as much as possible for Boston right now, because if this is going to be a close game down to the wire, then best of luck right now. And the Cavs are trying to get as much hope as possible to make it a close game, so it gives them a chance, because Cleveland knows if they're able to get this game within like 7 or 8 points, within a 7 to a 10 point span approximately, they know that they can take it if it's a 7 to a 10 point span with 6 or 7 minutes left to go. Now, if Cleveland is in this game trailing by 4, trailing by 5 or 6, I mean, Cleveland's got a ton of hope. They got a good chance to win this game with 5 minutes left to go if they're trailing by 6 points approximately for them, because the Celtics, with their crunch time offense, they just get too tight, and you start to go iso ball heavy, and it really backfires on them. So got to really start to build this lead in the second half if you're Boston, and start to become more dominant today in this game. You got 3 guys who's really shown up. Glad to see that Jason Tatum has been excellent tonight. 18 points, 6 for 13 from the floor. Not bad. He started off just really good for Tatum. Had 12 points in the first 12 minutes for Tatum. Then he started to attack and got to the free throw line for 2 trips to close out the quarter for him. 15 by Holiday. He's been the player of the game so far. And then 13 by Brown. You got to have somebody stop Donovan Mitchell, and putting Al Horford on a switch, that certainly is not working right now. I would try to get Drew Holiday to pressure Mitchell as much as possible in the second half. You got to leave it up to Drew. He's the hot hand in this game. He's done everything right on both sides of the floor in the first half. So I will look to see if you can get Drew Holiday to be able to pressure Donovan Mitchell a lot more, because Mitchell's hunting down whatever switch he wants. For Mitchell, he's hunting down. It's been a lot of Horford that he's hunting down, but when he can't get Horford, he's got Hauser a couple times too, when Hauser was in the game defensively. Yeah, I would like to see Tillman get some minutes in there too, because depth is a big part of the playoffs, and they've only played an 8-man rotation tonight. The Cavs have played a 9-man rotation. So how deep you are really helps your team out in the playoffs too, and I like to see Tillman get some minutes. Luke Cornett's shocking that he's only got 5 minutes for him. There was a time where Cornette played legit 30 seconds, and that was it. And then Horford came back into the game to replace Cornette. That's way too many minutes for Horford. They're lucky that nobody's in foul trouble. Nobody's got multi-fouls for the Celtics right now. And for the Cavs, 2 personal fouls each between Garland and Mitchell. So Evan Mobley is yet to even pick up a foul so far. Hey, what's good? Andrew on the street. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Wow. Yeah, this game's been going pretty good. Back and forth. Celtics have started to pull away a little bit, but the Cavs hanging in right now, I would say, since they're down by 9 at half. Still hanging in. So they got signs of hope still for Cleveland. Yep, this is a big year for the Celtics to see if they can finish it off. The window is closing for Boston. This is their year right now for them. If it's been championship or bust, and I feel like a lot of the talk with those expectations, maybe it's too heavy on these guys. And still, you got to come through in the clutch. And championship players win games, they win titles, and The dudes that's not him are the ones that crack under pressure. You want to be the dudes that are him, not the ones that crack under pressure and are not him. Just it doesn't seem like they learn from their mistakes for Boston. Got to close out tonight, and the big one is a bounce back. If you're the Celtics, you got to bounce back tonight. They only lost 2 games in a row 4 times this year in the regular season. Yeah, not really looking so hot for the Bruins right now. Dallas has won 2 straight now over Oklahoma City. Dallas won this afternoon 105-101, so Dallas goes up 2-1 in the series. If you guys would like to come on back tomorrow night, feel free to do so. I plan on being back tomorrow night covering the Nuggets against T-Wolves at 8 p.m., so feel free to join in if you guys would like. I'll be out tomorrow afternoon. I got a college baseball game covering Stonehill against Norfolk State tomorrow afternoon at 12 p.m. I posted on the community tab the online link for that baseball game, so if anybody's interested in watching, feel free to do so. That is my last game that I'm covering until September, I believe, for my sports announcing stuff that I do with the colleges. All the other schools that I announced for wrapped up, so that's the last one I have scheduled in for tomorrow. So after tomorrow, I'm hoping to be live for every single day of the playoffs besides next Saturday. Next Saturday, my girlfriend is graduating college. She got her master's degree back in January, so she has her college graduation next Saturday. But other than that, I hope to be back for every single night of the playoffs, hopefully, unless there's like a power outage that I have, or like an yeah, probably like a power outage or like an emergency or something like that. I plan on being back for every single night, covering the playoffs besides next Saturday, if there's a game next Saturday. So that's my girlfriend's graduation. Yeah, Denver with a huge win yesterday. That was a big response back by Denver. And then that game yesterday I covered was crazy. The Pacers, I thought they were going to blow that one for Indiana. They were looking likely to go down to 0-3, and then they made a huge run in the fourth quarter and took it. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there tomorrow. So yes, indeed, tomorrow is Mother's Day. I like to see Derek White get going, too, for him. He's only got 1 point yet to even make a field goal tonight. 0 for 5 shooting. Really disappointing start, though, for Al Horford, for him. Like, he needs to be better in the second half. He knows it. That was a really bad first half for Horford. I really wonder if he was able to get his pregame nap for Horford, or what happened there, if he woke up, forgot to have breakfast in the morning or something, because that was not a good start for Horford. A lot of miscommunication on his part defensively a couple of times, and that's something you don't see from a veteran that's been around for years and years in the league, the team leader, the guy that everybody listens to in the locker room, and having a lot of issues when just defensive breakdowns in that first half. But you know what you gotta do if you're the Celtics here. Like, you have to stop Donovan Mitchell all together, he's the one that's just keeping the Cavs hanging in. Looking to have 50 for Donovan Mitchell tonight. Force the other guys to beat you with their shots, and they have not done that tonight. Okoro, 1 for 5, 2 points. Darius Garland, 2 for 6, just 6 points. Max Strus, 1 for 5, 3 points. Dean Wade, 1 for 3, 3 points. Keep a watchful eye on him for Dean Wade, though, because you know what he did a couple months ago in the fourth quarter when the Celtics led by 20. He took that game right from the Celtics and stole one. Karis LeVert, 0 for 4, nothing by him today off the bench. Just 3 bench points. That is by Dean Wade for Cleveland. 8 bench points by Boston. 6 by Hauser. 2 by Pritchard. They've combined to shoot 3 for 5 between those two from the floor. So the bench has barely made an impact so far for the Celtics. Not many shot attempts from the bench. Celtics going to take care of the basketball too. 9 total turnovers by Boston. They have more total turnovers than they did in the last game. So looking for a much better second half in terms of the ball handling. But Donovan Mitchell single-handedly keeping the Cavs hanging in this game right now. He has got 23, 6 made threes, 8 for 12 from the floor, getting whatever he wants off the dribble. 3 shots made over Horford in this game. 1 over White, another 3 made over Hauser. That has been a couple of the 3 distributions. Another 3 he made off the screen. So that's all 6 of his 3s were made in this game. 3 of those over Horford off the dribble, off a crossover. 1 over White that he got crossed up. Another 3 made over Hauser. And then off a screen set by Mobley, he scored. Back to action. Tatum attacks the paint right to the rim, and he scores up and then off the backboard. Jason Tatum went downhill to the rim. Back-to-back free throw appearances he made in the final 2 minutes at the free throw line. Perfect 4 for 4. Heads back for a 5th free throw attempt here tonight. The shot by Tatum's good. Excellent start for Boston. Tatum with a 3-point play to begin the start of the third quarter. 60-48, largest lead of the game for the Celtics. Tatum's got 21 right now, the top scorer for Boston. Garland at the top of the key. He's on the floor with Strus, Mobley, Mitchell, and Okoro. The 3 missed around the rim and outs by Garland. Rebound secured by Holiday. Holiday up the floor looking to push it into the hands to Brown. Brown's working on Mobley one-on-one. Brown moves it out left corner. Catch it, fire. 3, Derek White right on cue. He drills it. Looking for Derek White to finally hit a shot tonight. He does so right there. 63-48. Largest lead by Boston, up by 15. Starting to control this one in the early going in the third. Mitchell bobbled it. He's pressured by Holiday. That's the main defender you want him to pressure. Holiday's been excellent. Mobley working on Horford. Back-to-back. Bouncing bodies. Mobley underneath. No good. Couldn't contest by Horford that time. Tipped it by Tatum, and the rebound collected defensively for White. White drives on the defense. White off the glass. No good. Couldn't control the rebound. It came back to Strus off the glass. Max Strus at the right wing, sends it off to Mobley around the perimeter. Mobley's guarded by Tatum. On top, it goes to Mitchell. Mitchell takes on Holiday. Holiday's looking to lock him down in half number 2. Strus down low, blocked by Tatum. Tipped up in the air. Brown comes out with a basketball. Celtics will slow it down. 10.5 left to go in the third. Boston up by 15, largest lead. White, edge of the midcourt logo. White, guarded by Okoro. 12 in the shot clock. Lob down low off the entry pass. Brown moves it out on top. Tatum off a double team. White looking to move it around. Lob down low underneath to Jaylen Brown. Right past Mobley to the cup. He scores off the up fake. It is good for 2. 65-48. A quick timeout taken on the floor by Cleveland. 8-zip run by Boston. That is called the Boston Celtics basketball right there, right now. They know if they're going to keep the Cavs hanging in this game, Cleveland has signs of life and a chance to come on back. The Celtics right now have started to crush those opportunities once Drew Holiday pressured the ball at midcourt, working on the ball handler Donovan Mitchell, and there's no response now. What do we do if you're the Cavs? That's the question, because the Celtics have made the adjustment, and the Cavs right now must be crapping their pants when Donovan Mitchell is now being picked up by Drew Holiday is the primary defender, closely guarded at the midcourt logo once he passes it. That's all you had to do with adjustment, and you got it right there, Joe. Horford goes back on his man. Mobley, Holiday pressures Mitchell the entire second half, and the Celtics should come out with a W right there. And this is part of an 8-zip start. All you had to do, you take Mitchell completely out of this game, since he's going to be picked up by your best defender right now working on Holiday. That's a statement start in the first almost 2 minutes. First minute and 47 to begin the second half. Statement start there, making sure that Drew Holiday is clamping Donovan Mitchell, not allowing him to get off a shot. And that's what they needed to do. Let the ball go into other people's hands to get off shots. And can they beat you? That's the question. I don't think so. I don't think that Max Strus is going to be able to beat the Celtics defense. Max Strus is 1 for 6 shooting, just 3 points. I don't think Darius Garland's going to beat him either. 6 points on 2 for 7 shooting. Never mind Isaac Okoro, 1 for 5 shooting, 2 points. Evan Mobley ain't a perimeter shooter, so you just have to worry about him down at the low block. He's got 11 on 4 for 8 shooting. After that, Dean Wade, you got to keep a watchful eye on him, though, for what he did 2 months ago against your defense in the fourth quarter. He's got 3 points tonight on just 1 for 3 shooting. Marcus Morris, non-factor. Karis LeVert, yet to score, 0 for 4. Tristan Thompson doesn't take threes. One of the worst free throw shooters in the league. So that's what you're up against right now. Just clamp down on Donovan Mitchell, take him out of the game, and force other players to score the ball against you. And I don't think they can. Right now, the Celtics lead by 17. Just don't get complacent here if you're Boston. Keep on doing what you're doing, and you're going to be up 2-1 in the series. I think you found a hidden gem right now is Drew Holiday, based on the first minute and 47 in this quarter. If he is the primary defender to Donovan Mitchell and making sure he picks him up closely so Mitchell can't get put on a switch to work on another defender, I think you got your hidden gem right there, and that's working right now for Boston. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. And Derek White's up to 4 points, finally made his first 3 of the game to begin this third quarter, so great sign to see. And yeah, Celtics starting to run away, and definitely will start to up this lead to 20 plus if Derek White keeps on hitting his shots here in half 2. Every series is going past 4. No sweeps in the conference semis. 2-1 series matchups all over the place right now. Back to action. The kick out to the corner. Mitchell off to Okoro. No good. Missed the jumper. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound controlled by Boston. Jaylen Brown on the floor with Drew Holiday, Al Horford, Derek White, and Jason Tatum. Brown off the pivot. Dish out to the right wing. White catching fire. 3. Laces up and splash. He sinks it. 68-48. Just like that. It's a 20-point lead for Boston. Derek White, second made 3 of the third quarter. Hand off Okoro. Into the hands to Garland. Bounce pass Okoro, working on Horford at the low block. Okoro not too happy about what he was going to have defensively there, so he had to dribble back outside. Okoro over Tatum, couldn't finish at the rim. He's out of the play. They got numbers. 5-on-3. 2 players down for Cleveland. Celtics with the ball. 5-on-3. White, touch pass. Open corner 3. Horford off the mark. No good. Tipped up back to Horford. Offensive rebound. Tatum at the low block. Skip pass. Right corner. Still out of the play for the Cavs defense. Open 3. Bang, bang. It's good for the trifecta triple by Drew Holiday. Evan Mobley is shaken up. He's limping right now for Mobley. Cavs with a possession. 14-zip start to take over this third quarter. Mitchell contested Jay over Tatum. He airballed it but got fouled. I believe it's going to be a deep 2 here by Mitchell. Mobley is shaken up. Evan Mobley is shaken up as he came up for the rebounds. Ooh, I believe he rolled his ankle on the shoe of Jaylen Brown trying to come up for the rebound. The left ankle on Mobley here coming up for the rebound. Yeah, landed awkwardly. Evan Mobley substitutes out of the game right now. That's a major loss for Cleveland. Major loss. They're without Jared Allen either. So the Cavs down by 23 with possession. Mitchell, crossover. 14-zip start for Boston. Make it 14-2. Mitchell gets his matchup as he floats up the teardrop over Horford. That's how he's been able to score tonight, just over Al Horford. Holiday at the left wing, passes down low off to Horford, lost it. It's a turnover, deflected inside the key by Okoro. 10th turnover of tonight's game for the Celtics. Mitchell crosses midcourt. Mitchell off the Dean Wade screen. Mitchell and a reach and foul committed by Brown. This will stop the clock with 8:20. Dean Wade currently on the floor to get a smaller lineup out there since Evan Mobley is not on the court. So there's zero rim protection for the lineup that they've got out there for Cleveland at the moment. Evan Mobley having work done by the medical staff right now, stretching out his lower leg area towards the ankle for Mobley. So he's being worked on right now. This is the 5 on the floor as they go small ball. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Max Strus, Isaac Okoro, and Dean Wade. And that is the 5 you got on the floor. Jumper at the elbow. Wade came off the rim short. You should win the glass by a landslide. And there goes the official. Oh my goodness, the official backpedals right into the cameraman as the basketball went out of bounds. Got taken out, but he's okay. Celtics by 21 with a possession. 8 minutes left to go in the third. Tatum will slow down the basketball. Celtics 5 for 7 shooting this quarter. Cleveland is 1 for 7. Dean Wade, who is on the floor, is 6'9". He's the tallest player out there. Skip pass in the corner. Jaylen Brown with a 3 came off the rim. Short tipped up. Offensive rebound controlled by Brown. Brown guarded by Okoro. Brown at the left wing. 8 on the shot clock. Works his way on Wade, and Wade picks up the reach and foul. So there's zero rim protection out there right now for Cleveland. This game should be in the bag if you're the Celtics. Just keep on doing what you're doing. They will bring in Caris LeVert into the game as he replaces Okoro right now. So looking for some more instant offense from the bench, which LeVert has got nothing tonight on the board. 0 for 4 shooting for Caris LeVert. Inbound goes to White. White at the top of the key. He's pressured by Garland. Switched here, covered by Strus. Outside to Tatum. Tatum having an excellent game. Looking for more. Tatum that time over the cylinder. Missed the mark. Horford. Loose ball. Couldn't come up with it off the glass. It goes back to the couch of Garland. Pushes up the floor, and they will go wrap around with a layup scored by Caris LeVert for 2. 71-52 right now. 7:10 left to go in the third. Celtics with a possession. Holiday sends it on top off to Brown. The Celtics getting a little bit slow, lackadaisical here offensively, allowing Cleveland to get set with their defense. Horford tees up a 3, missed off the mark, no good. A rebound controlled by Cleveland. The pace of this game is really slowed down right now. Cavs with possession. Mitchell guarded by Horford. That is bad news. Outside it goes to Strus with a 3, and he sinks it. Oh, they're still hanging in the game. 71-55, and a timeout taken by Joe Mazzulla. 16-point game. You got too complacent, the Boston Celtics. Slowing down the ball. We still got 6:47 left to go in the third quarter. This ain't the fourth quarter. It's the third quarter, brother. We take the timeout on the floor. Keep the foot on the gas pedal. Oh my goodness. You see Evan Mobley's out of this game. Keep the foot on the gas pedal. Take advantage of it while the time that he's out of this game, instead of allowing them to creep back into this game and say he comes back and re-enters the game. Oh boy, that's worrisome. You're giving Cleveland signs of hope once again after you were up by 20 plus a couple minutes ago. Largest lead for Boston was by 23. They led 71-48. And this is now parts of a 7-zip Cleveland run right now. If you're new on the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams in the channel. And man, what a game. Still far from being over tonight. 21 points by Tatum. He's got a double-double with 10 rebounds. 18 by Drew Holiday. He's been a major X factor tonight for Drew. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 15 points by Jaylen Brown. Derek White has 2 made threes in this third quarter, up to 7. 25 points by Donovan Mitchell, 11 by Mobley. You had the opportunity to go for the knockout punch and bench your starters for the fourth quarter and be up by 30 at the end of 3. You had that opportunity. You were leading by 23 for Boston, and instead of putting an additional 7 points on the board, you let the Cavs go on a 7-zip run themselves, and now instead of a 30-point game, it's a 16-point game. Major swing, because once again it gives Cavs the sense that they could still win this game tonight. That's what they got going on. Hey, we've got hope. We're at home. We can still go out and we can beat these guys. That is the sense of hope for Cleveland. While the Celtics, they had a 14-zip start. It was like, you can give them the knockout punch right here. You have the chance to be up by 30. You have the chance to put in guys like Kata, Brissett, Mikhailiuk, Springer, Jordan Walsh into this game. Xavier Tillman needs to get minutes. That's too bad that Joe hasn't played Tillman tonight. Give those guys a chance in the fourth quarter once you get up by 30. But no, we get a 16-point game. Up and down, the actual seesaw with the Celtics. So dominant at times, and other times it's a head scratcher. Back to action. 7-zip run for the Cavs. Celtics with a possession. Celtics started off in a 14-zip third quarter start. Horford, touch pass to the corner. Holiday, baseline dribble, gets past his man. Dean Wade out of the play. Derek White takes a 3, missed off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Brown, missed off the bottom left part of the backboard. It goes to LeVert here, who came up with a rebound. Garland crosses the midcourt logo into the hands to Mitchell. Mitchell's guarded by Tatum, a one-on-one now. Mitchell, top of the free throw circle, outside of Wade, into the hands to Strus. Kick out to the corner, LeVert. Handoff, Strus with a 3 at the corner. Strus came off the rim, no good. Tatum collects his 11th rebound. Double-double, 21 points, 11 rebounds by Tatum. Dribbles past Strus, bounce pass to the top. Horford up fake, outside Brown. Brown's covered by Garland. Brown backs his way. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Brown floats up the leaner, and he gets fouled here. Where's the foul going to go to, though? Is this going to be defensive on the floor? I believe it's going to be on the shot here, according to the referees. So this will be 2 free throws by Jaylen Brown. Yeah, this has been a seesaw of a game. Unbelievable. Celtics have had opportunities to put this team away. Alan, what's good, man? Welcome back in. Thanks all for joining in tonight here. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. This is indeed a must-win game tonight for Boston. You gave a game away on your home floor, and got to take this one tonight if you're the Celtics. You never want to be down 1-2, because Cleveland gets all the signs in the world of hope that they can beat the number 1 seed, 64-win Celtics team. First free throw missed by Brown. Second one missed at the free throw line. Yikes. What a roller coaster of a game. Jaylen Brown 0 for 2 at the free throw line that trip. That's not the first time, not the second time. It's been like that throughout the season, that he's had some struggles in the second half of the free throw line. Strus. That's going to be Garland off the runner. Strus came up with a rebound. Garland got fouled. A late whistle by the referees. They're going to say it's going to be on the floor, picked up by Boston. So this will be an inbound here for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell. Major game by him tonight. 25 points right now. Top scorer in the game. Tatum's got 21 with 11 rebounds, leading the way for Boston. Inbound goes to Dean Wade. Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell is guarded by Holiday one-on-one. That's the man that you want to guard Mitchell. Now he passed off the roll down. Down low underneath it. Al Horford forgot the coverage. It leads to the easy layup by Dean Wade. 71-57. 9-zip run by the Cavs. Last 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Tatum underneath. Tatum gets clobbered. Tatum on the up fake. The Cavs were signaling travel, but Tatum will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. He turned the corner, got past Strus. Up fake, guarded by D to Wade, and he got clobbered as Wade fell for the up fake and came down with his arm on top of him. So Tatum here will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jason Tatum's done a great job tonight attacking, going downhill, getting to the free throw line. First one's good. He got the bounce. 72-57, 22 points and 11 rebounds by Tatum. Perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. Tatum's having an excellent game tonight, looking for his first 30-plus point game in this playoffs, responding to the critics in a big way, as he has now surpassed his playoff average, which has been horrendous for a superstar, averaging around 21.6 points per game in the playoffs. Second free throw is good by Tatum. 73-57. 5:15 left to go in the third quarter. Cavs with a possession. It's Mitchell who's on the floor with Wade, Garland, Max Strus, Ed Karis LeVert. At the right way, Garland, crossover. He's defended by Holiday. Garland looking to turn the corner, circles around the key, covered by Holiday. Holiday, spin move the baseline for Garland. Garland scores over Holiday, backdoor up and off the backboard. 73-59 right now, 14-point game with 4:45 left to go in the third. Tatum slows down the basketball. They've allowed the Cavs defense to play better defensive possessions when they've slowed down the ball. Tatum thinking about an iso ball play. Gets past Dean away. Floats it up over the top for Luke Cornett, who throws it down with a two-hand alley-oop jam. Oh, yeah, baby. Up on the rooftop by Luke Cornett with a slam. Luke Cornett has arrived. Just checked into the game a minute ago. Bounce pass inside the key, and Dean Wade, off the roll down, gets fouled as the clock will stop. So Luke Cornett back in the game has arrived. If you're Jason Tatum, 99% of the time in your former career, you would have taken the iso ball J, one-on-one contested over Dean Wade, but instead, Tatum crossed over Wade, dribbled a step right past him, and then shoveled it over the top, over to Cornett with a two-hand slam. Celtics by 16. Cavs with possession. 4:15 left to go in the third. Cleveland at the free throw circle. Mitchell out fake, guarded by Cornett. Mitchell out fake again. Float to the runner, rattles in. It is good for two by Donovan Mitchell. 75-61. What he's got in his arsenal is just incredible. 27 now by Donovan Mitchell on 10 for 14 shooting. Tatum at the midcourt logo, gets past Strus, switched here, guarded by Mitchell. 5 in the shot clock. Tatum dribbles, drives right down the lane inside. Missed the layup, no good with the right hand. Rebound control by Cleveland. Out of the pack, Mitchell. Up the floor off to Wade. Hand off goes LeVert. Turns the corner, jumper, mid-range, over Cornett. He buries it. 75-63. It's only a 12-point game right now. Celtics with possession. They keep on slowing it down. When they slow it down, Cleveland is able to get their defense back in order. 3:20 left to go. Brown at the top. He's working his way on one defender, working on LeVert. Gets past him, off the dribble, takes it right to the rim. He scores up and in, off the backboard. It's good for two by Jaylen Brown. Oh, what a move there off the Euro. Cleveland was looking to take the charge in the key, but Jaylen Brown, oh my, is he slippery. Slither past the entire defense, and the Cavs turn it over. Celtics collected the steal with Brown. LeVert deflected it out of Tatum's hands out of bounds. It was last touched, according by the referees, by LeVert. Evan Mobley, in a 14-point game, heads to the scorers table. He will check back during the next timeout. Brown up the floor. He has Pritchard currently in the floor alongside Tatum, Cornett, and Holiday. Brown, top of the key, brings along a double team. Brown, 101, 7 in the shot clock. Up fake, Brown contested. No good off the back rim over LeVert. And a huge rebound picked up by Mitchell. 2.5 left to go. Mitchell, guarded by Holiday. Mitchell dribbles up, backs his way inside the key. Blocked at the rim by Drew. Huge rejection by Drew Holiday. Stuffing Donovan Mitchell at the rim. You the man. You the man, Drew Holiday, baby. And we take a timeout on the floor by Joe Mazzulla. Drew Holiday, the man, the legend. You are him. Drew Holiday, green and white number 4. We head to the timeouts. 77-63. What a game here, folks. And we are down to 2:26 left to go in the game. Drew Holiday. The Celtics win this game. He definitely gets the game ball. Deserves it. Stuffs Mitchell at the rim with a block. Holiday been massive on both sides of the floor tonight. 18 points, Currently the top plus minus, a plus 15 by Drew. Championship level defense here by the heart of a champion with a former champion from 3 years ago with Holiday. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Just recorded his first block of the night, blocking the best player on the opposing team. 23 points, 11 rebounds by Tatum. 17 by Jaylen Brown. Mitchell's got 27. Once again, same scenario as game 1, just not enough help. After that, Mobley's got 11, but Mobley was out of the game due to an ankle injury throughout most of this third quarter. The Celtics are allowing the Cavs to hang on in, though. 14-point game. Al Horford will come back in on the floor to replace Luke Kornet. It's been just a train wreck here defensively tonight by Al Horford for most of this game. Defensively, struggling a ton. Here we go. 2:25 left to go. Back from the timeout. Tatum is on the floor with Brown, Horford, Pritchard, and Holiday. Holiday's been the player of the game tonight. Tatum turns the corner, gets past Strus. Tatum soars up, and he throws it down with a two-handed flush. Jason Tatum with a dunk up to now. 25 points tonight by Tatum. 8 for 16 from the floor. 16-point lead for Boston. Mitchell, a 3. Came off the back rim short. Tipped up from Mobley. Over to LeVert for the offensive rebound. LeVert with a 3 over Horford. LeVert buries it. Big Al Horford once again, man. Minus game by Big Al Horford. Having some rough lowlights tonight by him defensively. 7 points by LeVert in this third quarter. Horford sends it off to Tatum. Spin cycle Tatum outside Horford. Horford lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Strus 101 at the right baseline. Tatum elevates for the J, and he buries it. Bang, bang. It's good for the deep 2 by JT. 81-66 Boston. Jason Tatum in the zone tonight. 27 points right now. Dribble handoff. LeVert into the hands to Mobley, guarded by Horford. Horford's been able to lock up Mobley for the most part. Mobley airballs it out of bounds. Funny thing about tonight has been Horford locking up Evan Mobley for the majority of this game when he's taking him on inside the key. But around the perimeter, whoever you get, Mitchell, LeVert, they're shredding you left and right. Final minute left to go in the third right now. 81-66. Holiday brings up the floor. Holiday gives it off to Tatum at the left wing. On top, it goes to Brown. Brown's guarded by LeVert 101. Bounce pass Horford, right wing, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse Center logo. Lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum at the right corner, taking on Mobley. Jab step Tatum. 5 in the shot clock. Step back 3 in the air. Bricked off the back rim. A huge offensive rebound by Peyton Pritchard. Tipped off the glass twice. Couldn't get the foul call, though. No call by the referees as the Cavs collect the defensive rebound. 40 seconds and under left to go to close out the third. Mitchell, step back 3 in the air. He sizzles the triple. 81-69. Hanging in this game with Donovan Mitchell. The Celtics defense not able to get back in transition defense. Final 25 seconds and under left to go here in the third. Brown jacks up the 3, rolls in. It's good. Jaylen Brown, monster 3, puts the Celtics up by 15. That's a huge 3 right there by Jaylen. Both of these teams have made 11 threes today. Final 8 seconds left to go in the third. Mitchell, guarded by Pritchard, 1-on-1. Mitchell, step back 3 in the air over Pritchard. Came off the rim, short, no good. Tipped up at the buzzer. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. We close out at the end of the third quarter. The highlight of that third quarter is Jason Tatum with the alley-oop lob over the top to Luke Kornet. But also the defensive highlight was Drew Holiday stuffing Donovan Mitchell at the rim. Donovan Mitchell, he has got 30 tonight. Keeping the Cavs hanging in right now is the lone man on a one-man show tonight for Cleveland all over again. Deja vu from game number 1, 30 points. With 7 made threes, 11 for 18 from the floor by Donovan Mitchell in 33 minutes. So 12 more minutes left to go right now, and just hanging in currently right now. This game is still far from being over. The Celtics had a chance to put them away. They legit had a shot to be up by 30 in this game. They led as many by 23 points, and now they've crept it back to 15. This was a 12-point game, though, until Brown hit that three. 27 by Tatum. He's got 12 rebounds. Tatum, huge showing up in this game for him. 20 points by Jaylen Brown now. He's got 8 rebounds, 9 for 13 from the floor. So both of the Jays showing up huge tonight. And then Drew Holiday, man, he gets the game ball. Everything, he's done so well tonight. 18 points, 6 boards, 3 assists by Drew. 7 for 9 shooting from the floor. Yeah, it's been a rough night for Horford. Really, really rough night. Just stunning that Luke Cornett's only got 8 minutes for him. Luke Cornett had that alley-oop lob sent by Tatum. The lack of big man depth, yeah, that is quite concerning. That I still can't believe they haven't gone to like Xavier Tillman for a couple minutes to see what he can give them tonight. That Cornet's only played 8 minutes. Like this is a lot of minutes logged in by Al Horford. 28 minutes for Al Horford. That is way too many minutes for a player towards the end of his career. The Celtics kept on slowing down the basketball. They allowed Cleveland to get back in this game. It was a 14-0 start in the third quarter for Boston. And then they only outscored the Cavs by 6 in the third quarter, 27-21. Yeah, we saw the Celtics actually choke away a 30-point lead against the Hawks this year. Everything's been done off the dribble tonight by Donovan Mitchell. They get signs of hope in this game right now. Luckily for the Celtics, they're up by 15 and not by 12. Jaylen Brown made a massive 3 at the end of the quarter. Cleveland with an inbounds. That 12-point lead, if they had it, could be closed down to either 10 or 9, and it's closed down to here to 13 as Garland scores the layup. That was a massive 3 by Brown to close out the end of the third. Garland just drove down the teeth of the defense and scored a first bucket to begin the fourth quarter. White is on the floor with Tatum, Horford, who is still playing on the floor with 28 minutes and counting right now. Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard. That's the 5 on the floor. For the shot clock, Tatum's at the wing. Tatum takes the 3, one-on-one over LeVert's. Bricked off the back from no good. Offensive rebound control with a new 14 in the shot clock by Al Horford. White at the wing. Sends it on top to Al. Al sends it off to Tatum at the right wing. 5 in the shot clock. Tatum this time drives. Skip pass. Left wing. Open 3. Derek White came off the rim short. Rebound controlled out of the pack by LeVert. Garland looks to push it. Shovel pass downhill to the trailer. And a two-handed flush thrown down by Evan Mobley. Once again, Al Horford. Feet not set, hands not up, not back in the defensive stance. Transition defense as poor as it can get. 84-73. No rim protection once again by Al Horford. Holiday inside the key. Follow away over Mobley. No good. Missed off the rim short. Rebound control by Cleveland. This might be an Afuka Choka tonight by Boston. Cavs with it. Garland floats it up. Off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound. They put it back up and in. Oh, it's only a 9-point game. 84-75. And a timeout taken on the floor by guess who? The one and only Joe Mazzulla. 84-75. This is unbelievable. This team is going to put me into the ICU if they keep this up right now. That is a big U. A Fook, a choker. Didn't you learn from your mistakes in the past? No, I did not, Mr. Coach. No, I did not. Doesn't look that way. They choke, they choke, they choke. What did I say at halftime? They're going to build this lead because if we're down to 8 minutes left to go, and this is a 7 to a 10-point game in the range, the Cavs are going to take this one. This Celtics team is absolutely horrendous in crunch time, clutch time scenarios. They get tense. They start to miss shots. They get too relaxed and start to slow down the tempo. That allows the defense to get set. It's game over. The other team goes on a run. (28-13) run. The Cavs right now are on a 28-13 run ever since the Celtics took a 14-0 start in the third quarter. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams in the channel. Oh my goodness. Joe Mazzulla. All relies upon you, man. A lot of stuff in life. Not only with the Celtics, a lot of other stuff. When it comes down to bigger things. Mental health, depression, anxiety, a ton of other stuff. Joe Mazzulla starts with you. Gotta make those adjustments to make the world feel happy. If the Celtics lose this game tonight, Joe Mazzulla has to go under investigation by the NBA. He needs to be investigated. Like, there should be no plane ride back for him. Back to Boston at the end of this trip. There will be no watching the town either tonight. I hope by him. No. That's a no. Not staying up till 4 in the morning watching the town, reciting all the lines that happened in the movie. That's not going to happen. 84-75. Still got 10.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. A Fuka Choka. What happened tonight? Will they choke at a big one? Only time will tell. Here we go. Back to action. White at the left wing into the hands to Tatum. Let's see if they're able to make their adjustment right here. Tatum attacks inside the paint and he scores up and in off the backboard. 86-75. Man, he is responding in a big way tonight. 29 points right now for Tatum. In this game, Tatum almost came up with a steal. Top of the key. LeVert outside. Garland into the hands of Sam Merrill. First time on the floor tonight. Missed the layup. No good from point-blank range. Him and Horford crashed down in the hardwood. Up the floor. Outside. Goes off to Pritchard. Pritchard. Kick out to the corner into the hands to White. Now off to Brownie, moving around the perimeter here. Horford lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum at the low block. Tatum jumper baseline. Off the mark. No good. A rebound secured by LeVert. Up by 11 here for the Celtics. Cavs with a possession. LeVert guarded by White. Free throw circle. Attacks inside the paint by LeVert. No call. And they did get a call at the very end. So that's going to be a later whistle by the refs here as LeVert will shoot two at the free throw line. In the final 8 minutes left to go this season, if the Celtics are able to build up their lead to 11+, they're able to win the game and shut the door this season. That's how it's been done all year long, is when they've led by 11+, in the final 8, they've been able to win those games. But my concern is between a 7 and 10 point margin for them. That's where my real concern lies right now. First free throw is good by LeVert. Second shot is good. 9.5 left to go. Back to a 9-point game. Now, magic number for the Celtics once we hit 8 minutes has to be 11 for them. Boston with possession. Brown at the left wing sends it off to Tatum. 9-point game right now. LeVert's got 9 all in the second half. Tatum dribbles up now to the elbow. Works on Mitchell. Tatum sends it outside over to Horford. Into the hands to Brown. Brown dribble drive down the lane inside as he goes and he scores up and off the backboard. Back to an 11-point game, 88-77. Approaching the 9-minute mark left to go in the fourth quarter. LeVert wide open. Scores the layup right back. Celtics couldn't get their defense set properly. Back to a 9-point game with under 9 minutes left to go. White crosses the midcourt logo. White dribbles up inside the key, moves it back out to the left corner. Into the hands to Brown. Brown up fake. He drives on Mobley inside. Brown outside, moves it off to Horford. Into the hands to Tatum. 5 in the shot clock. Tatum guarded by Mitchell. Tatum takes a step back three. Tough one over Mitchell. Bricked off the back rim. Rebound control by the Cavs. Here they go. Looking to push it. Out to the corner. Cleveland. 8.5 left to go. A three from the corner. Bricked off the back rim. White collects the defensive rebounds. Up by 9 for the Celtics. Magic number 11, if they can get it here in this possession, things are looking good for them to most likely pick up the W in this game. Critical possession here as we're down to 8:15 left to go. Tatum backs his way. Tatum, fall away, takes it. Off the rim, no good. A rebound control by Mitchell. Oh boy, here we go as we're approaching the 8-minute mark left to go. Right now, top of the key, 3 off the mark, misfired, and it's still a 9-point game currently, 88-79. Major possession, whoever scores it next. Right now, Celtics looking to go up by 11 if they do. Gives them a lot of confidence. Pritchard looking for the knockout punch. Oh, he hits it. Bang, bang. Oh, yeah, baby. Peyton Pritchard, a laser on the 30-footer. Rips it through the net. It's good on the 3. Bench points. 5 points now by Pritchard, his first main 3 of the game. Garland shovels downhill. Mobley throws it down with a two-handed flush. 91-81. Down to 7:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Peyton Pritchard slows it down right now. Edge of the midcourt logo taking on Sam Merrill 1-on-1. Pritchard dribbles up. Free throw circle, back out to the wing, into the hands to Brown. 6 on the shot clock, approaching 7 minutes left to go. Brown outside off to White, 2 on the shot clock, laces the 3 over Garland, he connects on it. Oh baby, what a big time 3 by Derek White. 94-81. Massive. With the 2 previous 3s for the Celtics, Mitchell going baseline, he scores. Up and off the backboard and a foul. 11-point game with 6:47 left to go. What a game right now. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. 6:47 left to play. Donovan Mitchell doing everything possible right now. For the Celtics, this is your game that you need to take. You led by 11 with a knockout punch by Peyton Pritchard. That may have been the early knockout punch, but you still got to finish and still have to play the final 6:45 on the clock right now. 10-point game. It ain't over till it's over. First one who hits 100 will most likely win it. Skip pass left corner. Horford with a 3. It's well off the mark. This is a cringe-worthy game tonight for Al Horford. Rebound control by Cleveland. Cavs cross the midcourt logo. Mitchell accelerates, works on Horford, blocked from behind by White. Huge rejection by Derek White. Here they go, 2-on-1 in the fast break. Jaylen Brown right to the rim, he scores. Off the ball feed by White, it's good for 2. Up and off the backboard. Derek White, you the man, brother, with a major rejection. LeVert drives over Horford, no good, missed off the rim. Tatum crashed the glass, collects the defensive rebound. 12-point lead for Boston. Looking like the Celtics are going to take this one tonight, most likely. Horford moves it off to White. White down the lane inside, pass over to Holiday. Holiday up fake, gets past Mobley. Holiday dump off down low, over to White, and he banks it home, up and in off the glass, good for 2. Major response by Boston. Timeout taken on the floor by Cleveland. 98-74. Once Peyton Pritchard made that 3, that's right there is a huge sigh of relief for Celtics fans. 98-84, 14-point game, 5:40 left to play in the fourth. The Cavs were hanging in. It was a 23-point lead at one point by Boston. And then the Cavs went on a 7-zip run, cut it to 16. The Cavs even went further, cut it to 9. And that's when things started to get a lot tenser. It looked like the Cavs could have had a run in them. And then Peyton Pritchard, huge three. Because I had said, once we hit the 8-minute mark, it's either whoever scores this next bucket is going to be the telling game story. Right there. The Celtics always seem to shut the door with under 8 minutes left to go when they're up by 11 points or greater. They had a 9-point lead with 11 minutes left. It kind of gets difficult in that range between 7 or 10. But whoever scores that next point with the under 8, that is huge. And that was Pritchard from the parking lot off the pull-up three. And we get a 98-84 score here. Derek White with a block from behind. Derek White just scored the last layup too. And a lot of good plays by Boston tonight here. Yeah, Tatum's been excellent tonight. Drew Holiday, he should get the game ball. He really set the tone for this team tonight for him. 70% shooting for Holiday, 18 points. And he had a massive block against Mitchell at one point at the rim. Yeah, a lot of positives here. Derek White breaking out in the second half also has been key. He had just 1 point going into halftime for Derek White, so he didn't even make a single field goal until the start of the third quarter for him. But a lot of good positives out of Tatum with 29, as he has proved the doubters wrong. He really struggled in the first 7 games of these playoffs. He was putting up under 22 points per game in this entire playoffs, and he really needed this tonight for Tatum. 29 and 12 tonight for Tatum with 5 assists for points, rebounds, and assists. 24 by Jaylen Brown, 18 by Drew Holiday. Derek White's got 12 with 11 of those points coming in the second half, and 3 made threes in half 2 for Derek White. And Peyton Pritchard, he's only got 5 tonight, but that 3 that he made, that's as big as it gets right there. Because if you fail to get a bucket at your ends and you're up by 9, then it opens up the door for Cleveland to bring this back to a 6 or a 7-point game if they make the shot on their side of the floor. So that was huge, getting it up to 12 after that made 3. Wow, what a game tonight here. Still not over, 5:40 left to go, but at the rim, these guys have been a force, blocking some clutch shots tonight. They've only got 4 blocks, but I mean the timing of these blocks have been incredible. Derek White got one from behind as Mitchell was driving down the lane on Horford. Looked like he had Horford beat, which he's had Horford beat this entire game. But Derek White swarming in from behind came up with a massive block a few minutes ago over Mitchell. Back to action. Mobley out to the corner. Dean Wade over to a wide open 3 by Garland. He drills it. 98-87. Celtics will slow it down. Want to use clock in their favor, but you got to get a good possession off and get a good look as well. Derek White on the floor. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, and Al Horford, which Horford's minutes are right now at 35 tonight. He's the number 3 player in total minutes behind Tatum with 37, Brown with 36. Tatum backs his way, fall away, right elbow over Mitchell, no good. Spun around the rim and out. Rebound control by Cleveland with 5 minutes left to play. Mitchell at the left wing. He's been the player of the game for the Cavs. Mitchell floats up the teardrop, missed off the rim short. Tatum came up with a defensive board and tipped it away from the hands of Mitchell. Tatum downhill, dump off Brown. Underneath, he scores with a right-hand layup. Transition for the offense for the Celtics. They reach triple digits, 100-87. And Garland attacks the cup, and he scores with a right-hand layup. And a 4.5 and under left to go here, 100-89. Drew Holiday, milking clock, finally pressured at the midcourt logo by Mitchell. So we're down to 4:15 left to go. Holiday, bounce pass off to Tatum, top of the key. He's guarded by Dean Wade, 1-on-1. Lob off to Tatum, and we do have a foul, though, picked up charge to Cleveland here. It's going to be away from the basketball. It will stop the clock. Hey, what's good? Michael on the street. Welcome back in. Renee on the channel. Welcome back in. Just catching up with the chat. You guys, the legends here for coming out supporting the stream tonight. What a game, everybody. Celtics are 4 minutes away from picking up the win if they can close out here. Tatum called on the double dribble around the perimeter. Love to push this team as much as possible. Being a dedicated, passionate Celtics fan myself. And I was hoping not to bring out the big U tonight, and there was a couple times that I did say it, but haven't recently done it here, and looking to keep that up in the final 3:45 and under left to go. Dean Wade, corner three, no good off the mark. Holiday with a major defensive rebound. Drew Holiday, heart of a champion tonight in this game, won a championship with the Bucks back in 2021, and he's a big reason why the Celtics are 3.5 minutes away from winning this game right now. 100-89, Boston with a lead. A massive positive here by Drew Holiday. It was not the best game by far for the Celtics tonight. Still, they get a ton of improvements for them. 29 points, 13 rebounds for Boston through Jason Tatum. He's got 29 points, 13 rebounds. So glad that Tatum was able to bounce back. He'd been taking a lot of heat by the analysts. I talked about him in the pregame, how he needed to show up. It's just been a disappointing playoffs for Tatum so far through his first 7 games. And tonight's just a great sight to see. He finally has a new season high for playoff points with 29 tonight for Tatum, responding back in a big way tonight. 26 by Jaylen Brown. He was excellent. He's been great this series. 12 for 16 tonight by Jaylen. 26 points, 9 rebounds. 18 by Holiday. He's the reason why they're winning this game right now. 8 rebounds, 5 assists by Drew. 70% shooting on 7 for 10. A one-man show for Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell's got 33. 7 made threes. He's cooled off recently, though. And a much better start to the third quarter was when Drew Holiday was put on Donovan Mitchell, and that allowed Mitchell to not attempt as many shots in the second half as he did in the first half going off. I believe he made 6 threes in the first half and just 1 3 in the second half for Mitchell. Yeah, big bounce back. All they have to do right now is close. 3:33 left to go. Tatum inbounds it off to White. It's Tatum, White, Brown, Horford, and Holiday. I'm stunned by the amount of minutes that Horford has played tonight in this game. He is now up to 37 total minutes right now. Top of the key, Horford takes the 3 off the rim, no good, and an over the back violation charge to Strus. Yeah, something is up with Al Horford. I don't know if he forgot to have breakfast or forgot to have lunch, forgot to have dinner, forgot to have his pregame nap beforehand, or I don't know what's up tonight. Just not seeing the floor well for him. Or if he did not get a good night's rest for him, I don't know what's up for Horford here. 3:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Tatum, 5 in the shot clock. Tatum, skip pass, left corner. Holiday off to Brown. Brown, runner at the elbow. Swushes it. They used the entire shot clock too. 102-89. Final 3 minutes left to go. But the good sign about it is that you got one player who had a horrific game tonight. Other players really stepped up. Derek White, who stepped up in the second half, making those 3 threes. That's the difference in this game right now. A 13-point lead. Derek White's got you 12 points. 11 of those points accounted for in the second half. Missed 3 by Cleveland. Cleveland 42% shooting tonight. The Celtics at 51% tonight. 2.5 left to go. White, edge of the midcourt logo, working on Strus, now guarded by Garland. Passes off to Holiday, lobs it off to Tatum at the left wing. Tatum, guarded by Strus here at the baseline. Tatum looking to cross 30. Tatum jumper, and he gets it. Oh, baby, big time shot there. Tatum, money at the baseline with 31. Crosses the 30-plus digit mark for the first time this playoffs. That is a shot of a legend right there for Jason Tatum. Off the pivot, turnaround, one-on-one baseline jumper. That's as tough as it gets over Max Strus on a contested jumper at the baseline, and he buried it. That's the reason why you're a Team USA Olympian there for Jason Tatum. The ability to make those types of shots. And you showed it tonight, and a layup here gets scored by Okoro. So it's 104-91. Down to the final 2 minutes left to go, and the Celtics are about to take this game. Holiday out of the pack, crosses the midcourt logo, hands it off to White. Like to see Al Horford get something here before this game wraps up. Al Horford's just 1 for 7 with 2 points total today. Rest of the starting five is double figures. 4 out of 5 starters in double digits. White got blocked by Mobley. Mobley outlet pass ahead off to Garland. 2-on-1. Garland runner off the glass. No good. Horford collects the defensive rebound. Celtics will slow it down, and the Celtics are 1 minute and 15 seconds almost away from going up 2-1 in the series as Jaylen Brown gets fouled, crossing the midcourt logo. Max Strus reaches in with under 1 minute 20 left to play. Yeah, I like to see Al Horford at least get something before this game is over to give him confidence for the next game. I'll be back tomorrow night covering the T-Wolves against Nuggets at 8 o'clock at night. Feel free to join in if you guys would like. And also, I'll be back on Monday night covering Game 4. Celtics against Cleveland. Boston looking to see if they can do it all over again. Wasn't the prettiest game tonight by the Celtics. There was a couple times where I seriously thought that they were going to blow their 23-point lead and blow it away, but that 3 by Peyton Pritchard was massive at the end of the third quarter. Got the team up by 12, and that was a big, big shot that he made in this game. It was actually at the beginning of the fourth quarter for him. It led to a timeout by Pritchard, I believe. Tatum attacks downhill. Tatum gets fouled. Really, really nice game tonight by Tatum in this game here. 31 points, 14 rebounds. Glad to see that he can finally get above 30 in the playoff game. It took him the 8th game in the playoffs to get to the 30-plus point mark for Tatum tonight. Before you guys sign off, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well before I wrap up this one tonight. But just been through it all as a fan. Great times, rocky times, heartbreak, and also multiple streams that they have blown large leads away. But today, the key is finding a way to win, up by single digits with 8 minutes left to go in an 8 or a 9 point game, and they were able to find a way. Yep, what a crazy game indeed. This was a roller coaster of a game. Oh man, my emotions in this one crazy. 28 years of my life being a Celtics fan. Born and bred in Massachusetts. I'm around an hour south of Boston, not too far away from Providence, where I'm from. 14th playoff game with 25 points each between Brown and Tatum tonight. Jason Tatum with 33. Jaylen Brown's got 28. Final 55 seconds left to go. A roller coaster of a game here, but the Celtics going to go up 2-1 in the series. The Celtics empty out their bench, and the layup is good by Karis LeVert as he slips past one defender for Boston. That was number 44, Jaden Springer. They got Svi Mikhailiuk in the final minute. O'Shea Brissett. Also got Jordan Walsh on the floor right now, playing action in the final 25 seconds to close out the quarter here. Peyton Pritchard just going to dribble out the clock, let the shot clock expire, and we're down to 15.6. Thanks all for joining in tonight. And wow, this was a roller coaster of a game. The Celtics honestly could have got up by 30 if they wanted to. They started off with a 14-zip run in the third quarter, and then the Cavs went on a 7-zip run, led to a timeout taken by Boston. Things got rather interesting. A 23-point lead dwindled down to 8 points with around 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. And Peyton Pritchard came in, made that massive 3 off the bench. It really gave the Celtics a bunch of momentum, and after that, they were around the double digits and never looked back. 103-96. The final score is Boston takes game 3 in the series. The Celtics go up 2-1 now in the series for the Celtics. Massive, massive game tonight between the two Jays. I love it from Jason Tatum. Just how he played tonight. On full attack mode this entire game. 33 points tonight. That's a new season high in the playoffs by Tatum. He had 28 points or under for his first 7 games in the playoffs. Tonight on his 8th game, he finally crosses the 30-plus point mark for Tatum. 33 points, 13 rebounds. 28 points by Jaylen Brown. He was super efficient, too. He did it on 13 for 17 shooting. Also picked up 9 rebounds. 18 by Drew Holiday. And Drew Holiday went off in the first half. He ended up shooting 7 for 10 from the floor. 3 for 4 from 3. Massive in this game. He finished with 8 rebounds and 5 assists with those 18 points. And Derek White came to life in the second half. 3 made threes in the second half for White. Started off the third quarter rocking with 2 quick threes. Finished with 12 points tonight by Derek White. 4 out of the 5 starters scored in double figures for the Celtics. Al Horford, he logged in 39 minutes tonight by Horford. Very concerning game by him, but I love how the rest of his teammates, with a rough night by Horford tonight, how the rest of his teammates were able to come together and pick up. And despite having a weak link on the team tonight with Horford shooting just 1 for 7, 2 points, and being picked apart defensively, the rest of the team was able to just be able to go out there, compete really, really hard, put in the work, and it paid off tonight to pick up the victory here. Sam Hauser at 6 off the bench. Peyton Pritchard with 5, but nothing bigger than that 3 that he made at one point in the game that flipped the switch to I think it was a 9-point lead to put it to a 12-point lead when he hit that 3. It was like a 30-footer for Pritchard. Cornette had 2, which came on an alley-oop lob for him by Luke Cornette. Donovan Mitchell, a one-man show tonight. Gave it all he got. 7 made threes by Mitchell. Most of those points were scored in the first half. Finished with 33 points by Mitchell tonight in this game. 17 by Evan Mobley. 15 by Darius Garland. And 15 off the bench by Karis LeVert. LeVert was a late bloomer. He had all 15 points in the second half. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this game here, folks. The Celtics go up 2-1 in the series. Boston, big swing in the glass, much better tonight. 44-35 in the rebounds for the Celtics. And I really like what they did at the free throw line tonight. Jason Tatum attacked a ton. They went 11 for 14 on free throws for Boston tonight. Jason Tatum perfect at the free throw line, 9 for 9 in this game by Tatum, and we were looking for that Jason Tatum game that he would show up, and tonight was the night in prime time on Saturday night that he delivers. Celtics lead the series 2-1, 106-93 the final score, and we will close out to the channel members. All right, new to the membership, back again is Barco, so welcome back into the membership. He joined in during the pregame before the start of the tip-off tonight. And all channel members get a shout-out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams that I do cover. It's as low as $1.99 per month, and the link for every single membership shout-out is posted in the live chat. It's also posted in the description of this video if anybody is interested in joining the channel membership. All channel members get a shout-out here. We got Jason, Warren, Rajip, I Am Ghost, David, Asia, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Space Vegas, Barco, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Derek, Sisters Around, Mario, Guido, Tristan, SG Sports Talk, Ice Ice Baby, Robin, Melinda, Jack City, and Shalimar. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this one tonight. The Celtics in a roller coaster game, able to escape with a victory in Game 3 tonight. Boston wins 106-93 the final score. I'll be back tomorrow covering the Nuggets against T-Wolves at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Feel free to join in if you guys would like. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday night here. Celtics win 106-93 the final score.